All right, hello everyone, shalom everybody, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope the voice coming good from your side. Let me know please if you have any difficulty. You know, before we start today, if you notice in the comment, like in the chat, there is a brother in Rumble, his name is John. He said politics again. He said politics again. And here I wanna, I wanna warn you that those Christians who they want us not to talk about politics, when they do that, they become apostate. You are denying Jesus when you refuse to fight against the authority who is corrupting your children's, your kids, and your excuse is Christianity have nothing to do with politics. Those are number one enemy to the church. I'm not saying he is evil, but he is ignorant, he do not know. It's like those who crucify Jesus. Jesus says to them, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing. So if we don't talk about politics, you see in the old days, the king is corrupt. Okay, I mean, all of them, they are corrupt. All what he wants is just to collect tax. People, they say, long life the king, and that's it. Today, the story is different. Today, you send your child to the school to learn about mathematics, physics. They teach him to deny God. They teach him that he is not a boy, he is a girl. And even they are taking them to clinic. And they are inserting things in their body. Against, you don't even know, they don't even need to tell you. All of this because the authority, which you don't want to fight against, make it legal for them. So you claim you are a Christian and you are following the Bible, but the fact you know nothing about the Bible and you are the devil himself. All what you care is you are okay. Your child, he go to hell. Your child, he become like woke. He become a lousy person. He become confused even about his gender. You don't care. All what you care for that you are a Christian now. You are saved, brother. Well, guess what? You are not saved. Because you are the devil himself. You are a partner in the crime. The one who don't stand against evil, he is part of it. They will show you a verse saying, Jesus says, don't resist evil by evil. You idiot. It says, don't resist evil by evil. And that was about a guy, he is slamming your face, and the Roman law says if you hit somebody in a certain cheek, you go to jail. So what Jesus says, use the law. Be civil. But this new attack on God is using the law to corrupt your children, to destroy your community, and to make your community very dangerous. So if you don't have kids, care for the kids of others. Aren't you a Christian? Don't you love to save everybody? If you go right now and see in YouTube what's happening, the drama, you see I laugh. They look so stupid, but at the same time I feel sad for them. Those are lost souls. And the reason is you. Those are not born in Saudi Arabia. They are not born in Pakistan. They are not born. They are born in your land. Because you decide to ignore. You know, like some Christians, many of them, they are like the ostrich. When the wolf come to it, she put her head between two rocks. And now because she don't see the wolf, she think the wolf is not there. Or she bury her head in a hole. So a Christian who don't resist evil teaching, evil authority, he is part of evil. A vote against evil means you are standing against it. When you don't vote against it, that means you agree. If somebody asks you, what do you think, should I rape this woman? You did not say yes, you did not say no. That means you don't care. In the best scenario, you don't care. So those who complain about speaking about politics, they are weirdo. John is in Rumble. He is saying he is making me out to be something I am not. So why you said politics again, John? Why you said that? In fact, everything in Christianity we teach is to fight politics today, because politics today is not the old days. The old days, all of the king he cared for is just to have tax. And he controlled the land. They don't have a school. They don't have to teach you what to say in school, what to eat at school. They don't. The king, he don't care for all of this. He sent his men to collect tax so he can pay his soldiers who they are guarding his palace, controlling the land. But today the king is involved even in your food, is involved in your education. They are even shutting down churches, taking off the crosses. This is politics today. And just to remind you, we have a great man in the Bible. His name is John the Baptist. He stood against the king just because he want to take a woman she is not his. He lost his head. He died as a martyr. Just because the man he want to take a woman she is not lawful for him. Today you become so coward to the point they are stealing your kids from you. And you are saying, oh, I say that because you talk a lot about it. This is the fight. The fight is against evil. When your son he go to school and they teach him that Darwin is saying the truth and your God is a liar and you stay mute, you are a potato coward. So don't complain if your son tomorrow become a gay and your daughter become lesbian and they are atheist and they laugh at you for believing in the Bible, because you left them alone during their childhood to the devil. In fact, you yourself, you deliver them to them. You take your child by your hand, literally, every day. You drop him in a school, is going to teach him that he is not a boy, he should change his gender, and those who believe in a normal traditional family as the Bible teach, those are stupid, and they are evil, and they are racist. All of this because you stupid you decide to say, I don't want to speak about politics. Well, John, if you voted all your life, why you are complaining for me talking about politics? This is our fight. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a politics. So why you come here to listen to me talking about Islam? Since when Islam became a religion? Islam is a state. A state will enforce their own politics, which is based on the agenda of Muhammad. It's the same. So why you come here? Woke and Islam are two faces of one devil. Well, Islam is politics, my friend. You don't like politics? Who said to you Islam is not politics? If we compare between Islam and woke, you will find it's the same. They want to indoctrinate your children to believe in a specific thing. If you don't believe it, you are cast out of the system. They will demonize you. You might end dead. So it is very funny philosophy, to say I support you when you speak against Islam, but I don't support you when you speak against woke culture. It's the same. Both are politics. There's no religion in Islam. What is religion? What is the religion of Islam? There's no religion. It's a system. They want to force in you what to eat, what to say, what to dress. It's a form of slavery. They strip you from everything, and the second you disagree, you are dead. Woke is the same. You see, all the communists are woke. If you go in an area where controlled by the Soviet Union, you will see they have pandemic of drinking. Why? Because people, they have no freedom to talk, no freedom to believe, no freedom to worship, no freedom of everything but to drink. Drink and praise the communist government. This is the only thing they can do. So people, they start drinking alcohol more than water. The woke community, they encourage you to drink. They encourage you to take drugs. They encourage you to be high. Because the second you wake up, you will notice how stupid they are and how stupid you are to believe in them. The person who is straight for them is weird. A person who believes in a traditional family, wife, children, you know, believing in good and righteousness, you know, stand against all kind of confusion, like immoral sexuality. Those are, for them, they are enemies. You are an enemy just for believing in that. So if we don't stand against this politics, don't complain if your kid who is 5 years old now, tomorrow is going to be the same as the son of Elon Musk, who he thinks she is a girl. Your son will ask you, where you been? Where you been all those years? Don't worry about Qatar now in the news. Suddenly now he want to switch the topic. What about Qatar in the news? I thought you don't like politics. So, you know, some people, they come here for entertainment. I understand. But I am not your comedy clown. You go watch, you know, watch somebody else. You go watch cartoon. Here we have a mission. Here we are fighting. And here we are standing against a very aggressive enemy. Steal your children from you, destroying their mind and even their health. Like, you know, in the election, how everybody want to lower the cost of living. Right? This is number one issue. Inflation. But did you see any of them, Republican or Democrat, spoke about the zombie town? What happened to the zombie town? Why nobody want to talk about it? They say they want to fight drugs, right? If I go right now to YouTube, and I will show you on the screen, I just type zombie. Right away, the word Philadelphia will appear. Did you ask yourself how those people, they become like this? It's the fault of who? Who Who is behind this crime? A massive crime against humanity. Look at this. Let me share the screen with people in Discord too. Where you been? Those are your kids. Those are not our enemies. Don't you cry for them? You claim to be Christian. Don't you feel for them? You have a heart only when you wave your hand to Jesus. All of this because you did not stand against their politics. You are watching. You don't care. So there's people who go to vote, and I say thank you for voting. And there's people like me who encourage people to vote and tell them why we should vote against this. But you get upset because this is not your best entertainment. You like Abdul to come to the stage and we are arguing and you are laughing and Christian Prince is funny and making the voice of Zakir Naik. You don't want to see how ugly things around you. It hurt. Look at this. Those are your kids, my friend. Don't have to be your son. But if you are a Christian, don't you think that Jesus, he command you to save the world? Not to be like selfish, so I don't care. Zombie town. Look, young girls, 20, 19, 18, and they will look right away as if they are getting in their 70 or 80, because drugs will destroy you. This is what you see in the street. So we as a Christians, if we really care and we claim to be Christian, because there is people they claim to be, and there is people they are truly Christians. Each one of us have a duty. Maybe you are not gifted to speak out. Maybe you do not know what to say when you speak. But don't oppose me when I speak. If you cannot encourage me, you better leave. Because when you don't encourage me, instead you complain, you are standing with the side of the devil. You know, even Peter, who is Peter, you know, Peter, when he said to Jesus something not right, what Jesus said to him? Stay away from me, Satan. So don't be Satan. We have a war to fight. We have millions of people need to save. And those children who today they are 5 years old, tomorrow one of them is going to be your president. So which one you want? A president who knows what is right and he is wise, or a pervert, or a junkie? All of this because you as a Christian, somebody told you in your church, we Christian, we should not be involved in politics. In fact, everything in the Bible is standing against politics today. They promote fornication. They promote drugs. They promote abortion. They promote even having open marriage. They call it marriage, but then they have sex. Like the guy, they told me, this guy, he debated me. They told me that he agreed with his wife that she can have a boyfriend when she is married to him. Women marrying women, a man marrying a man. And then because you don't like politics, You know, if you don't like politics and you don't want to involve, you better be a monk in the mountain somewhere. Like find a hole, a cave, and then live there, and don't involve with the with what happened in the world, and go live there until you die. So we as a Christians, we have a duty. Look at this, look. Do you see at her legs? Bleeding. I mean, they look like they are literally zombies. And you know, this kind of drugs, like this guy, he take off his pant. He's walking in the street, his pant is down. So even your son, your daughter, they walk with there. I mean, can you even walk your children there? Can you? This is what happened when the Christians, they go into sleep. They have a very weird culture, many of them, that as long I am saved, who care? Well, you are not saved because you are evil. You don't stand against the devil. You are a witness for a crime and you do nothing about it. And you know, the funny is that you say the system is bad, but the system gives you a chance to vote against the system. Even that you don't want to do. Oh, well, you care, you know, as long as you have a job, you are eating, you are sleeping, you are poo-poo. You are funny. You are, you know, we go picnic, everything is good. We talk vacation. And whatever happened to the world, who care? But for me, I care. So anyone who don't like Christian Prince to speak about politics, give me a break, don't come here. Is that fair? Is that fair, people? It's an open forum. Nobody force anyone to come. Nobody force anyone to leave. I can force you to leave if you want. But still you can watch. So we as a Christians, we needed to change the way we think about what's going on around us. You see what happened in the previous election. It's a very great example that when the Christians, they vote, they can smash the devil. I assure you that the majority of those who voted against the woke, they are Christians. They mock Jesus. They corrupt your children. They deny God. And they make mockery of anyone believing God. They are mentally ill. If you don't believe me, go check in every video they have after Trump, he won, he won the election. Mental. I saw a woman eating her shoe. She's eating her shoe. I mean, even dog will not do that. Other women, she shaved her hair because now that's it. She don't want to be woman no more. Other women, she is talking about removing her breast. But how we arrived to this point? We can laugh at them today. We can make a mockery of their stupidity. But we have to admit that we have a problem. Those are our kids or the kids of somebody else. So if you don't do something today, don't be surprised if your son one day become one of them. right? So for me, at least I speak about it so you can start acting. You go vote in the school board. You hear your son, he told you something weird happening in the school. You go and fight against it. You don't go and let them do it. If nobody resists their evil will do this. This is a city, 95, 97% of it is atheist. The second God is not there. The devil is in control. Look at this. This is a town. This is a city. Where is Kamala Harris? She spent $1 billion. Do you know, guys, how much Kamala paid to Oprah? Anyone knows? I paused the video. You see, for me, I don't know really those things. I have no idea. We hear what we hear from the news. They claim that they are supporting her, right? All those celebrity, they claim that they are supporting Kamala. Did they really support Kamala? No. She got paid $1 million just to sit with her for 2 hours. $1 million. All those actors. Let me see if I can open the the video. Hold on. All those actors and celebrity, which this is the dirty little they are proud about them, how amazing they are, and they want to save humanity from the fascist Trump, from the Nazi, from the filthy, from the dictator. It turned to be every one of them, he got a couple of millions of dollars just to go and speak for Kamala for a few minutes. You see, they want to save the world from Trump, but they have to get paid. This is who they are. The celebrity who said
president-elect for 3 days, and the country already looks different. New York City saying no mas to free food for illegals. The caravans in Mexico are breaking up. Toyota is saying they're going to invest more in gas-powered cars. Europe wants to buy energy from the United States instead of Russia. Qatar is kicking Hamas out. The Dow hitting an all-time high. Jack Smith dropping his case.
The guy is not even a president yet. Do you see how you change the course immediately? The guy is not even there. But this is not the important. Let me move.
It is not going to be a safe thing anymore. So, to be a woman in America will be even less safe than it already is.
That's it. It's not safe in America. She lives in a town where women kidnapped every day, raped every day, and the ruler, the governor, the police, the judge, the district attorney, all are like her. Which means nothing changed. Before Trump and after Trump. Who is the governor of New York? Democrat. Who is the judges? Democrat. Who is the district attorney? Democrat. Who is the police? Democrat. But it's not safe for her. Why? And look at this face and look at this hair. She looked like a wicked witch. Is it safe for men in New York to walk in the street? Didn't you see the video? They are beating the police, the migrant, you give them 5-star hotels. And then after they beat the police, you let them go. If 2 black men, they beat the police, they will make them stay in jail. Kamala Harris, she will make a black man stay in jail for a few years for smoking a cigarette. Hmm? But migrant from Venezuela, they beat the police and they let them go. Isn't it that fun? Isn't it this is your city? What happened now? Look at this guy. I mean, sorry, this girl. This beautiful girl.
I cannot live in a country that voted for Trump. I cannot spend another 4 years under that man. And so we have made the decision that we are leaving.
You can literally...
What? Lord have mercy. I don't know what to say. What? Who's talking? Hmm? What you just said?
It kind of feels like 2016 all over again.
I cannot live in a country that voted for Trump. I cannot spend another 4 years under that man. And so we have made the decision that we are leaving.
Okay, you know, yeah. All of you made decision, you know, in 2016, but nobody left. All of you are, but anyway, you know, your makeup's so good. And but can you make a makeup for your voice? Okay, look at this one here. Oh boy.
I are walking on the same street and it's dark out and you're a white male. You have to be white for this to count, okay?
Yeah. You forgot that she is white too. What?
If you're a white male, even if you don't approach me, I will shoot you. Quick question.
What? What? So do we have a duty as a Christian, as a Christians, to stand and fight against stupidity and save the community and the society from this madness? What this woman is about?
So does anybody know how to find...
Just shut up, I don't want to hear you. I mean, thank God I'm still single. Skip.
With the landslide. Or you can be like Tim Walz and snuggle with a pussycat.
This is the guy, he was going to be the vice president of USA and he might take us to war. Lord have mercy. What else? Camping. She spent $1 billion. Do you know how much money $1 billion is? How many schools we can open? How many citizens we can pay for their health insurance? How many hungry child we can feed? Huh? $1 billion in less than 60 days. What she did.
And Harris told them, quote, "Yeah, this sucks." Her staffers were sad but confused. One said, "We're told the fate of democracy is at stake." And then the message was, "We'll get them next time."
So they scared everybody that if you don't vote now, you know what? It's over. We are dead. They will kill us. They will shoot us. Democracy is over. And now they are saying to them, it's okay, we'll get them next time. But that means democracy is fine. That means you can win the election next time. That means all the lies you said about Trump, he will destroy democracy, is a lie. All of it is a lie. And then you find out about the celebrity. Let us go to the celebrity. Where is the part about Oprah? Maybe in the beginning I skip it. Oprah charged her $1 million for a few minutes hosting her show. Where is Oprah? It should be in the same video. Maybe I skip it. And you can watch the video yourself. $1 billion, my friend. $1 billion is gone for the sake. Anyone knows what the minute Oprah talked? Let me know so we can play that part. I will leave you here with this beautiful lady. Oprah want to save mankind from the evil Trump. Why she is asking for $1 million? $1 million, guys, for a show is not even an hour and a half. Just for her. This does not include any celebrity will come. Every one of the celebrity, they appear in Oprah and Kamala, they get paid a massive money. I mean, do you see how much they care to save mankind? It's like a doctor, he says, I am here to rescue you, but you have to pay me first $1 million. What's wrong with you? You don't like what you see? Okay. What's wrong with people? I don't know. They are racist. If somebody knows which part he speak about Oprah, it should be here. Is it? This is the same video? I think so. It's the same video, but I don't see it. And yeah, look, she is asking for donation. You lost the election. You want donation for what? This woman, she have a salary for her lifetime. She have a secret service for her lifetime. Her and her family. Free gas. Free fancy cars. Not only cars, bulletproof cars. Wherever she go, there's 20 cars with her. For her security. That's it until she die. And she's asking for donation. For what? Maybe this is not the video where it says that she got $1 billion. Anyway, we can find it, but you get the point. All the actors who came to support her, they got millions of dollars. And then they say to you that they are forced to make this video because there's no other way. I mean, I saw very famous actors, they are making commercial for all kind of silly stupid things. Hamburger, chips, shampoo. It just, you know, just to pay them some money. They are, I mean, they make, how much money they have in their bank? Still, they go so low and they make a commercial for a shampoo. Maybe the video I saw about $1 billion is different from this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, here we go. This is even Washington. This is Washington Post. It's speaking about how Kamala, she spent $1 billion over celebrity. She thought, this is how smart the woke around her. She thought if she spent $1 billion on celebrity, paying them money, that's it. The celebrity, they will say, vote for Kamala, everybody will go like a goat and vote for Kamala. Right? Very simple. Do we have any Muslim or somebody from the woke would like to join us? If you are a woke, you are welcome.
Hey, 1 second. I'm just trying to walk upstairs.
Sorry, what?
I'm just trying to walk upstairs. I want to get to my computer desk.
Okay, my friend, how I can help you?
All right. I wanted to go on, talk a little bit about religion stuff. I saw some of your videos.
Can you speak louder, please?
All right, let me turn on my music. All right, here.
I have difficulty to... Okay, hold on. Maybe I can increase the volume from here. Okay, go ahead. Try now.
I will watch some of your videos. I was saying you're kind of against Islam, but I want to see if maybe we could talk about it a little bit. Because alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim. I'm trying to see why you kind of have an issue with us.
You're a Muslim?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I believe that Muhammad is a prophet, and I believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only true God.
Okay, you said Muhammad is a prophet. Can you tell me a prophecy he said is true?
What about the one in our room?
The war with what?
Surah Ar-Rum, the surah about the Romans.
Okay. Well, this surah he made after the Rome they won the war. So let me make it an example for you. Now it is November 9. Election was November 5, correct? I'm going to make a prophecy for you that Trump is going to win the election in November 6. Isn't it? This is funny.
I'm saying, look, that's not how it happened. Basically, what happened was, this was all happened after his death. This happened when Umayyad and all these people were kind of the caliph. This wasn't when Muhammad.
Okay, my friend. Don't tell me this is not what happened. Here we go. Read the hadith in front of you.
I can read the hadith. Give me a minute.
Okay, read it.
Abu Sa'id narrated, on the day of Badr, the Romans had a victory over the Persians. So the believers were pleased with that. Then the following was revealed: Alif Lam Mim, the Romans have been defeated. Up until his saying, the believers will rejoice with the help of Allah. He said, so the believers were happy with the victory of the Romans over the Persians.
Okay. So?
Wow, I didn't know this. Can you send me the hadith number? I never done heard of this.
So you see, the Muhammad, he prophesied the prophecy after it happened. That's why I told you that Trump, he will win in 2024. Just now. How I know? I'm prophet. So here it says, and this is sahih. Do you see it's sahih? This hadith is sahih, is authentic. And you're a prophet, he prophesied year after they won.
Sahih Jerusalem. Wow, I never even done heard about this. I'm sorry, man. Let me think. What other prophecy did he give?
Okay, but hold on. Hold on. Why you want to skip this one? That means Muhammad is a fraud. So if Muhammad now, he is saying they will win, but this is after they won already, that means Muhammad is a fraud. You just got your prophet busted. That doesn't mean
he's a fraud. That means he said that it will that it happened.
No, it says it's going to happen. It's going to happen, but it happened already. How you saying? Listen. If I say to you now, Trump will win the election today, aren't you going to think that I'm being stupid? Because already he won.
I don't think that's really how it happened, but I mean, I can see your perspective here, but I think
this is not my perspective. This is not my perspective. The hadith in front of you, it says this what happened. They were victorious, and then the verse revealed.
Maybe I should stop believing in hadith. Maybe I can just say, let's go. I'm not sure about all this. I'm not really,
okay, give me other prophecy.
What about the stuff I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe in high deaths. I do, but I'm just saying maybe it's
Give
possible.
me other prophecy. Give me other prophecy.
Oh, what about the stuff with the water? Because I heard there's the stuff in the water about the different, the dry, the sweet water going in with the salt type of stuff over there.
Do you have water at your home?
Do I have water at my house?
Yeah.
I mean, I damn hope so. I'm drinking myself a nice cup.
Okay, I want you to go now to the kitchen and then get a cup, mix with it some salt, and a cup which is not salty, and put them together. Let us see if the salty water and the fresh water don't mix.
Let me try that right now. Here, can you give me a camera?
So does it mix?
I'm going to my kitchen. Give me a minute.
If you want to open your camera, I can, I can take you in Skype if you want, but not in Discord. We cannot open the camera here. I don't know if you can open the camera. Can you open the camera? It's up to you. I think you cannot.
I don't mind. I can open up the camera. I don't mind.
All right. You are gone. He's going to go to the kitchen, guys. And he will mix the salty water with the fresh water. Let us see if it's going to mix or not. According to him, how come the Quran knew this? Oh boy. Can you come back? Like when you drink salty water or salty food and you drink fresh food, does the fresh water stay in your stomach separated? I mean, what's wrong with people? If we put salt on the soup is a water, fresh water. When we put the salt, does it mix with the soup? Where do you go? In fact, Muhammad, he made a stupid mistake. The dummy Muhammad, he think that salty water and fresh water never mix. This is why here in Arabic it says بينهما برزخا وحجرا محجورا. So the stupid Muhammad, he claimed that Allah, he made the fresh water alone and salty water alone, and they never mix. If you go and see the interpretation of chapter 55 verse 19 and verse number 20, is he back, guys? If he is back, let me know. This is Ibn Kathir, and this is the verses. Read and love. This is Ibn Kathir explanation for the verse. It is he who merged the two seas. They meet, like they meet, but they don't mix. Or what do you mean meet, they don't mix? Look what it says. It says between them there is a barzakh. What barzakh? Is a dry land. It is he who let the free two seas. One is palatable and sweet, and the other is salty. And he set barrier and a complete partition between them. So when you see those videos in YouTube showing you that the river meeting with the sea and they are not mixing, this is a joke. They are mixing. But because always there's a current coming, more fresh water coming, so they look different color because simply they have different source and different temperature too. But they are mixing. But here he's speaking about something else. He's speaking that the fresh water and salty water never mix. How? Read carefully. He has placed a barrier land between those two type of water, so they don't transgress. Which means Muhammad is a certified idiot. He think that salty water and fresh water never mix. Why? Because Allah, He put a barrier. So for eternity, salty water is preserved alone in the sea, and fresh water is preserved alone out of the sea. How? Allah, He made a barrier. What barrier? The dry land. But all of us, we knew that this is stupid, because the fresh water we have, the rivers, is nothing but the rain which is coming from the sea. The sea and the oceans cover more than 70% of the earth. Do we have any Abdul? Where'd he go? I don't know what happened. All right, he's back.
I'm sorry. I was trying to send you my Skype. Can you add me on Skype? I want to do the experiment. I'm curious to see.
Do you have my Skype?
No, I'm gonna give you my Skype. My name is Robert Belknap.
I will give you my Skype. You add me. I don't know how to find you, but let me give you my Skype. I will give you my Skype. Give me a second.
By the way, I'm a bit older, so sometimes I don't really know how this technology stuff works. So, I mean, if you can help me out with that stuff, I'm not really good with it. Let me see if
just in the top in the search, in the left of Skype, it says people group message. So you know, actually, if you click at this thing here, I just post for you. I think it might take you to my account. Try it.
Let me see. Wow, it's not. Let me see.
Copy it.
On the sign in.
Copy it. Can you copy it?
I copied. Wait. Let's just stay on Discord, because I don't know how to get this stuff. I can get.
Well, if you said you want to open the camera, it's up to you. No problem.
I want to do it. Let me see if I can get my son and he can help me.
All right.
Timmy, come here. Timmy. I think he's on a damn video game. Give me a minute. I told you, come here right now, boy. I think he went out with his friends. Now, whatever. What can I do?
No problem. So now, do you see my screen?
Yeah, I'll see your screen. I'll see it.
Okay. So the video you see in YouTube about the water or not mixing is a lie, because this is what the Quran is saying. The Quran is saying Allah, He made a barrier, a dry land, between the fresh sea, the fresh water, and the salty water, which is false. Every day we have billions of gallons of a fresh water going in the sea, and they're mixing.
Can you show me any evidence of this? I'm not really.
It's in front of you on the screen.
He has placed a barrier of land between those two types of water, so they do not transgress upon each other. Oh, but wow. Oh my God, I didn't even know about that. Wow. Can you show me a picture of the water going together? I never even heard about that type of stuff.
Yeah, you are the one who just told me about it. So what do you mean you never heard of it?
Well, they told me that was the big evidence, because like how was this guy on the dead?
Yeah, the river. If a river go in the ocean, it mixes every second. But as long there's a current of water, which means there's a new fresh water is coming, but it's mixing. This is why I told you, go to your kitchen. Okay, when you cook, do you put salt on the soup to make it salty?
I'm using my wife as cooking, but when I do put a little bit of salt. I like myself.
So salt dissolve in water. Doesn't matter what water. Salt dissolve in water. Salty water is already, the salt is dissolved. The fresh water, have less salt, that's all. There's no difference. So when a river go into the sea, it look different, it have different color, because have different temperature, have different structures, but because there is a current is coming, so in a certain part, it is still fresh, but not because it's not mixing. As soon as the two body of water touch each other, the mixing start.
Oh, I didn't even know this. Wow, I mean.
Okay, so this is the second miracle in the Quran. It turned to be a fraud. And by the way, this is a mistake, because all the fresh water, let us say the majority of it, it goes into the sea and come back from the sea. So rivers go back to the sea, then the sea heated by the sun, then we have a cloud, then the cloud will be pushed by the wind, and then we have rain, and then we have river, and then the river go back to the sea. It's a cycle.
All right, I think, okay, I have one more miracle I want to ask you about. Because I'm not really, because, you know, they're saying that basically the Bible is corrupted. So the fact that the Quran knew that people, the lying pen of the scribes, had put their hand on the Bible, says it had some sort of extra terrestrial type of wisdom.
The Quran says the Bible is corrupt where?
Yeah, I can show here. It's saying that the lying pen of the scribes.
What?
Here, I mean, you go to. It says the Quran says the Bible was corrupt.
You said that, not me.
Basically, I know it says it somewhere. Surah 10.
Okay, read with me. Read with me this. Read with me this. This is your Quran. This is your Quran. This is your Quran, saying that my Bible is a true book.
Show me. Show me.
Okay, I'm showing you. Here we go.
I don't really read the Arabic quite well, but
no, I will not show you Arabic. Don't worry. This is the Quran in English.
I mean, I know Al-Fatiha, but I don't know any of the other surahs. And I mean,
you know Al-Fatiha. You know Al-Fatiha. You are a very knowledgeable Muslim.
I mean, I told you I'm from America. I don't know a lot of that stuff.
So what if you are in America? You become a Muslim without knowing what you believe in?
I reverted probably around.
You did not revert. You became pervert.
I know. I mean, I still have my wife. I mean, I'm still my family. Still
no,
my kids.
Do you marry a 6 years old girl like Muhammad?
I'm not. My wife ain't 60.
No, but you said you are revert. No, you became pervert, because if you follow a pervert, that means you like to be a pervert. Do you like to have sex with a child?
Who's the pervert? What are you talking about?
Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 6. Is that true?
No, that never happened. I've never seen any proof of that whatsoever.
You never saw that? Should I bring Muhammad to you?
There's not a single Muslim that believes Muhammad married a 6.
All Muslims believe Muhammad married Aisha at the age of 6.
Someone's asking me to say my shahada. I can say Ashhadu la ilaha illallah Muhammadun Rasul Allah. I mean, all this stuff is fake. I mean, I never had no Muslim believes.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Don't worry about people in the chat. They are silly and stupid sometimes. Focus with me.
All right. Okay, I'll focus.
We are here to save people, stupid people. Stop calling the guy troll. You are an idiot. You are literally an idiot. You are not helping. You are a donkey. Listen to me. This is your books. And this is Aisha, the wife of Muhammad, saying she married Muhammad at the age of 6. Do you see it?
Wait, well, I never done heard of these. Muslims believe in these?
Yes, Muslims believe in this.
Do you have any proof? Maybe it's a diet hadith.
What do you mean you have a proof? Don't you see? This is your Muslim website. This is Aisha is talking.
The messenger of Allah married me when I was 6. It consummated the marriage with me when I was 9. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Uh-huh.
You're telling me Muslims believe this?
Yes, this is the Muslim books. This is Aisha, the mother of the believer. She never lied.
Can you show me evidence that Muslims believe? I never heard of this.
Uh-huh. But do you see it now?
I don't believe Muslims. No, wait. No. Oh, Lord, no.
Uh-huh. All right.
Can you show me, maybe you can show me, like, what do the scholars say about this hadith?
What the scholar says?
What do the scholars say about this hadith?
The scholar says that Aisha, she was horny at that time.
They're calling a 9-year-old horny?
No, she was 6. At the age of 4, she was dating somebody. His name is a Christian Prince.
You mind if I call up my sheikh and ask him about this? Because I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I used to go out with her at the age of 4.
He dated her at 4?
Yeah. But she was horny at that time. At that time, Arab girls are so hot and very early age. Like my grandma, she said she was dating my grandfather when she was 6 months old.
Wow.
Yeah. We are Arab. We are very horny, you know.
Let me Google this. You mind if I go on my computer machine?
Yeah, Google. Yeah, Prophet Google.
Mohammed Marin, Aisha. They always talk about Aisha. I didn't even know about this. Aisha Marin, 6-year-old. Oh Lord, Ibn Said biography holds her. Oh God, that's disgusting.
Who is the one says that?
Ibn Said.
Even the sheikh, they say that?
I don't know. I should call it my sheikh. I didn't even. He was telling me.
Why you don't call him right now? Why you don't call him? Call him. Let us see.
All right. Let me get my. Let me get my phone. 1 second.
Okay.
Here. 1 second. I get it. Beatrice, you're out here now. Where are you? You know where my phone is? It's not really. I can try and I can call, but let me turn on my.
Okay, call him. Let us see. Put him in the speaker.
I'm trying to get. 1 second. Here, 1 second. Here, let me call.
Yeah, as soon he answer, put him in the speaker and ask him about Aisha.
All right, I texted him. And I'm trying to see. He said he. Let me see what he responded. I didn't even know. About that 6-year-old stuff. I feel like it's just disgusting. I mean.
So do you want to leave Islam, my friend?
If this stuff is true, I mean, I'm going to go back to what I was doing before, which is perhaps I'll be some type of Baptist, but I didn't even hear about this stuff. Nobody told me about this.
So are you willing to agree with me that Muhammad is a pervert?
If this is real, Mohammed is a pervert.
Okay, I agree with you. Thank you for leaving Islam, my friend.
But I didn't know this. I don't know if this stuff is real.
Yeah.
Can you show me that all Muslims are in ijma about this stuff?
The Muslim ijma? Yeah, there's tons of articles.
Show me.
Okay. All right, let me show you. This is a very well-known Islamic website. Let me give you the link so you can open it from your side if you want.
All right, send me the link.
And I will open it here.
IslamQA.com. I read a newspaper an article entitled "Young Journalist Corrects a 1,000-Year-Old Mistake of Leading Scholars." What was sharing the article.
Yeah, just hold on with it. Are you reading don't forget about here it says they are refuting some Muslim lie saying that Aisha, when she married Muhammad, she was 18. So they are refuting that. If you read the article, they will confirm that Aisha, she was 6 years old.
Oh, wow. I never done heard about this.
Yeah.
It was this guy, he had him state that the Prophet did marriage contracts with Aisha when she was, oh Lord, consummate, oh Lord, that's disgusting. These oh God, that's dark. Oh God, that's disgusting.
All right.
That's disgusting. Ew. Billions of people believe in this shit?
Yeah, they believe in this shit.
All right, oh God.
Well, you yourself, 5 minutes ago, you believe in this shit. You forgot?
No, I didn't even know about this stuff. I didn't even know about the pedo stuff.
Well, this is the shitty Muhammad. Shitty Muhammad, his shit is everywhere. And you do not know about his shit?
I didn't even. I thought they told me this stuff was a lie. They told me when people call in.
Call your sheikh. Call
You
him.
know,
I wanna talk to him. Let me spank the sheikh. You know the one who lied to you. Call him.
I'm trying to. I texted him. It's pretty late where I'm at. I
It's very
texted him,
late.
but
Where are you now?
I'm living right now on Georgia. So I mean,
What the time?
it's
What the time in Georgia? It's not too late. Come on, call him.
8:40. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it.
Don't worry, Sheikh is busy now with his 6 years old wife. He can answer. Go ahead.
Okay, let me see if I can call him
Okay.
here. Let me text him. But I mean, do you have a WhatsApp? I can do a call together, me, you, and him on WhatsApp.
My friend, I have WhatsApp. Jesus is up. Just call the Sheikh with your phone now. Forget about it. Just call the guy. Put him in the speaker.
I'm calling you right now on my regular phone. I'd have to go and take my wife's phone
Okay.
and grab
All right. All right, my friend. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And next time, don't join a religion of stupid people, right? Otherwise, you will become a pervert. You just
all right.
follow up.
I want to say something quickly. I want to say I condemn Islam for pedophilia. I never even know about that stuff.
All
And
right.
I want to say that I condemn also Mohammed for that stuff. I never even heard about that stuff. I want to also say as well that in general, I thought Muslims were good people. Now I know they're controlling the pedophile rings and stuff like that. I never knew about that. I didn't even do none of that I knew about.
Good. Now you know, my friend. You will come all the time. You can listen to my videos and learn more. All right.
All right, thank you, brother.
All right. Say hello to your say hello to your wife and your family, and stay good. Don't join garbage cult like Islam. Jesus is the only savior, my friend.
Thank you very much. I was real scared. I mean, I didn't even know about that.
All right. Well, God is good, so is Jesus. So do you accept now Jesus as your savior?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I thought it was because I thought the miracles of Islam were too deep. I mean, I was Baptist my entire life prior to all this, so I go back to it. I mean, I've always been born bred Baptist. My daddy's Baptist. My mom's a Baptist all the way back. So I never knew about any of that stuff.
All right. Well, tell your family how stupid, how filthy Islam is. Not only, don't keep it to yourself. Tell your friends too. And if your sheikh, if the one who called himself sheikh, he dared to talk to you, tell him, if you are a man, come and debate this guy.
All right, I'll try to set it up.
All right. Tell him a Christian prince says to you, you are not a man, to call him. Tell him.
All right, I will.
Tell him a Christian prince, he believe every Muslim sheikh is Kamala.
I'll tell him that. I'll tell that dumb sad nigger liar to go over there.
No, don't use bad language. Don't use bad language. All right. All right, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. All right. When somebody come here, it's not you to decide is a troll. No, this guy, you see, when people, they say certain words in Arabic, obviously they are convert. But you guys, you decide who is a troll, who is not, and if he is, what's your lost? All right. They go to those, African American, and they fool them that Islam is against slavery. Islam is, is an African American, obviously, and they told them Islam is the religion for you. This is the religion made for the black. Jesus is the white God. The garbage. They come to them. When a Muslim he come to speak to a white man, he will not say to him the same. So the Muslims are the same as a snake. When they speak to a white man, they will never mention Jesus the white. Muhammad is white. But when they speak to a black African who have a history with the slavery, to make him hate Christianity, suddenly Jesus is the white man. But the Muslims believe that Jesus is white too. The Muslims, even they will kill somebody if he say Muhammad is black. Anyway, do we have any Muslim who would like to join us? Any Muhammadan? We have a Muslim saying CP sound demonic. Well, how your prophet sound when he opened the legs of Aisha at the age of 6, potato? What Aisha she said when she saw his penis? She told him this is a snake? Ah, okay. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to join us? Anyone? Someone saying he is not a Muslim, he is between Judaism and Christianity. That is like Kamala. She is between the gays and the queer. And Joe Biden is between her legs looking at the panty. What do you mean between? You're either here or there. Anyway. Do we have any Abdul? If there is anyone, he is from the woke or Abdul, feel free to join us. Do we have anyone from those who support Kamala, he is from the woke? Anyone? Who is from the woke, you know, he want to leave the country? We will miss you. I mean, seriously, America will be with nothing without you. You will notice now how the number of those who go in the street to free Palestine going lower and lower. Before, because the authority is in their side, suddenly they are brave. Let us see soon what will happen. Do you know any good Arab apologist? Well, there is many, but I don't know them personally. Any Muhammadan? Or from the woke? I'm going to prophesy for you guys. Trump, he will win the election in November 5, 2006. How I know that? Don't ask me. I was inspired by Allah. Any Abdul? They call Muhammad a prophet, but if you check every prophecy, he say he will die laughing. Alhamdulillah, the Jews in Amsterdam, they run away. Well, now you are the one is running away. They are coming after you, checking the camera, getting the ass of every one of you on the street, and many will be deported. So who is the one running away now? Potato. And if you are brave, go to the Jews in Israel. I mean, look, all what you need to do, you take a ticket, you go to Lebanon, the airport is still open. Huh? The airport is open. Do jihad, join Hezbollah. Potato, all of you are queer. Very brave. When the Jews come to you, you go in the hole. This is why nobody now anymore says fire in the hole. They say Abdul in the hole. A Muslim in the hole. This is the religion of a-hole. Where Sinwar the brave is in the a-hole. Where is Nasrallah? 14th floor a-hole. All of you is under the ground, but you claim to be brave. Hmm? Abdul in the hole. Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan want to join us? You want to fight the Jews? Allahu Akbar, we want to go to war. And now ceasefire now, ceasefire now, ceasefire now. And then a bunch of guys, they are not armed, and you have knives with you, and you go and attack them because you're a coward. Come here and do this in America. We will teach you how to behave. Hmm? We will send you to the zoo. Any Muhammadan? Stop mocking Allah coward. You just called Allah coward, guys. Look at him. He just said Allah coward. Read his sentence. This is Abdul. He is calling Allah coward. Shame on you. Did you just call Allah coward? What's wrong with you? This Abdul, he just called Allah coward. Praise the shin of Allah. Do we have any Muhammadan? I don't know what's wrong with Muslims. A Muslim, he speak to me, he call Allah coward. Destiny, he is an atheist, he say, oh my God. Christian Prince, he make a very well-known atheist pervert, based on what I heard, saying, oh my God. Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? You will notice that the woke culture and the Muslim culture is a pervert culture. The guy, he allow his wife to have a boyfriend when she is married to him. Okay. A Muslim man being commanded by a prophet of Allah that his wife should give her breast to stranger. Very conservative society, both of them. Any Abdul? Who want to convert to Islam and become a pervert? Do you know if you convert to Islam, Allah will make your penis endless and will give you... Sorry, this is the TV. And Allah will give you endless penis and little boys in heaven. They will be naked and so white. Hey Muslim, do you like white boys? Huh? White boys? Do you know that everyone will enter the heaven of Allah is white? No black is allowed. Any Muhammadan? We have a guy, his name is Laith. Is he a Muslim, Laith? I don't know. Site map.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Okay, I'm not Muslim. I'm Jewish,
All right.
but I just say, so I had friends in Amsterdam
All
at
right.
the game,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to say that I heard like the stories of what actually happened there. So these cowards, what they did, because they want to say this false narrative that we started chanting, and it's because of that. First of all, it was pre-organized, as you probably already know. And second of all, what they did is they didn't go for the groups because there was big groups going there was big Jewish Israeli groups going around, the fans. They didn't go for the groups. What they did is they went to the metro to hunt down people that were alone.
Yeah.
So they went hunting down like fathers or like groups of 1, 2 people, and
Yeah,
they start
coward.
jumping them like
Yeah,
20,
as
20 v
usual.
1.
As usual. But you know, the problem is that we know that those people, they are like, there's a lot of Muslims in Amsterdam, and the Jews, they should be more, you know, aware that it might happen, and they should not, you know, like walk in a smaller group. Uh, and
Yeah.
in the same time, why even the game is happening? You know, like why we even go? Why we send all those people there if we know that the security is not right? So you know, I believe that the government in Israel are a bunch of stupid. They knew that it might happen. Like, I mean, at least I don't know. I heard there's hostages. There's any hostages or nothing?
No, no, no. They, they
Okay.
they thought there was 2 people that didn't
Okay.
have
Well,
communication.
you know, so imagine if they kidnap some, how that would be a big problem. Already you have many hostages. So it was a stupid decision from the government of Israel to allow their citizen to go and be part of the game. You send the team, then you can make like a special security for the team, even your own embassy employees, because they are allowed to have guns and allowed to secure them. But sending the fan there, and we know that Netherlands is not a country of secure and security. It's messed up. So it's you know, I
Hmm.
believe there's many mistakes happening in
But
this.
they didn't. I don't think they expected. Even
No,
though
you
we
have
know
to
that these
expect. You
countries
have to
are
expect.
infested with
You see, if I
Muslims.
am in charge of the government of Israel, I will not allow any Jew to go to Thailand. Thailand is a very easy place to target people. There's no police. There's millions of tourists, you know, pouring in, and there's no need for a visa from anywhere from the world. They can come. So it's a very easy place. People in the beach laying down, they are naked. You can show them, and you know. So they are not doing the right job. It's a wartime, and you have a lot of enemies. They are waiting for you to hunt you, and then you go there. It's
Hmm.
your fault. You should be careful.
Actually, there is a in Israel there is like warnings for mostly countries where like there's mostly Muslims. There is a warning, travel warning. So in Israel, like usually where we fly is to like Hungary or Poland, or like to like you say, actually Thailand is a lot of Israelis they tour there. But recently, like we have I don't you probably know I heard you speak a little bit about Israeli politics, but 90 I would say 80 to 90% of Israel at this point is like right wing, and we have this minority of 10% leftists which are poisoning the media. And only recently we have like a news channel that is telling the truth. Like let's say it's like the Fox News of Israel, it's like channel 14. But recently in this past year, I see people like Jews finally they're waking up to what Islam truly is, or what the root of the problem is, because they never told it. Like they never say, "Oh, the root of the problem is Islam." No, they just say, "Oh, it's
Yeah,
the Arabs.
they keep saying to
The
you
Arabs are
Arab,
violent. It's
but
not
you will
Islam."
notice that the Arab, like there is a Christians, but we never heard that a Christians he called himself Palestinian. He did suicide bombing, right? We never heard that, but we know that Muslim they do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
why? I
Exactly.
mean, there is like 1,000 Christians in Gaza. How many of them they did suicide bombing or stabbing?
Zero.
No, you
Of
know.
course.
Why? Because they are
Yeah, we
Christians.
know. We
We know
know
that the
this.
problem, so the problem is not what they claim occupation, because first this is your land. The Christian they knew that, the Muslim
Hmm.
they knew that, everybody knew that. Only donkeys don't know that. But because
Yeah.
we don't want to face the truth, everybody is politically correct. Like now, Netanyahu he says, Palestinian. Those are not even Palestinian. Those are not Palestinian.
Yeah.
They have nothing to
They're
do
Arabs.
with the word Palestinians. Those are Arab. They came in the occupation during in the 7th century after Muhammad. Since then, They occupied the land. They took our holy churches for the Christian. They took the synagogue of the Jews, and they forced anyone who want to stay Christian to pay money and to live. And they colonized the area. So they claim that the Jews are occupation, which means they flip the truth upside down, and they are the one who lost their land. So it is
Yes,
time.
exactly.
It is time for everybody to stand and say things as it is. You know, like when you are politically correct, you are nothing but a liar. If you are afraid to say the truth because you will offend somebody, well, that means you cannot live in this earth. What if somebody he like your wife? Be open-minded.
Exactly.
You know, let him have her.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, you have to
the thing.
stand. You have to stand against the pervert, against the liar, against the aggressive, against the aggression. So if you don't take a stand, you will lose everything. So like when the Israelis sign a peace agreement with Arafat, this is the biggest stupid move ever in the history of Israel. They legalize the terrorist group, and now Yasser Arafat become Mr. President Arafat. But this guy is a terrorist. He made hundreds of millions of dollars just from kidnapping people in the airplanes. People who have nothing to do with Israel, European airplanes. And then,
Yes.
because the Israeli, they obey never. I advise the Israeli, never obey the American. Do what is right for you. So now, if Trump he says to you, we need to sign an agreement, never sign it. Never sign an agreement to lose your land. Trump, he don't care. Trump, he will be a president for 4 years and go. But this is your land. This is your country. You lose it, you lose it. So don't let anyone pressure you, no matter how strong he is. Those who don't deserve the land, they will lose it. And how you prove that you deserve the land? You don't let the land go.
Yeah, so if you would ask, I completely agree with you, because if all these agreements that our leaders have done in the past, which have screwed us over in like current events right now, nobody, I would say if you do like a full vote, like the people's vote of Israel, everybody would be against it. But it turns out this 10%, I like to say that the left woke or whatever, it's more of a disease. They always like control everything, and then you can't, like, the people can't decide.
This is why
So
we
this is
have.
what have
This is
gotten
why
us to
we
this
have to
point.
stand against them. You know, the problem is they control the media, they control everything because nobody stand against them. Make your own media. Who's holding you?
Yeah, that's what's happening in Israel. There
Yeah.
actually has been a big fight from the
And
right.
now, you know,
We
and
have our
now
own
now
media,
the
and
media,
everybody is watching
like
it now.
before, in order to people to hear me, I need a TV station. Now you can go in TikTok. Now you can go in YouTube. You can your own. In fact, like
Yeah,
now, even TV stations, who they are very expensive, have billions of dollars. They are trying to follow the steps of, you know, video, like YouTube channels, because the view of these big channels are dropping. People don't take them seriously because they knew that those are doing business. This is a company. They like to hear somebody saying his opinion naturally as it is. So a person who have a channel in YouTube, people will listen to him more than a person who have a station like this we see like Fox News. You can be more effective. You know, you can make a short video for 2 minutes and can have a 4 million view. So the old days of media and somebody controlling because he's a businessman, he's rich, is over.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you know, but in you probably know, but I don't know how to say in English, but you know, Tzadal, it's like the Lebanese Christian forces back in the 80s. My father, he actually, when he was in the IDF, he fought with them against Hezbollah in the first Lebanon war, and they were actually very friendly. Like they had a good relationship, and they were on the border.
Yeah, but you know
And
what
then
happened? You know
Ehud
what happened?
Barak, which is a traitor, I know he's a traitor. He betrayed them, and he took their weapons, and he withdrew.
Exactly.
So these same
So
traitors are
it
screwed us
was Israeli
over and
government
over.
who make Hezbollah become big, look like strong,
I know,
because
I
they
know,
decide to withdraw, let the Christians alone, and they withdraw overnight
I
from
know.
south of Lebanon, and since then you are struggling.
Yeah, so I want to apologize to my Christian friends for our stupid traitor Ehud Barak, which nobody likes or nobody chose. He is a complete lunatic. And I know this would have never, like, we would never be in this situation if we never did that. Instead of aiding, he withdrew like a coward, which got us into this position we are today. And this is why I think it's actually very important, like you say, to always put a fight and not let these people to power.
Anyway,
because they are truly evil, truly.
Now it's time to correct what happened. Finish Hezbollah. Don't listen to anyone. Trump, he promised peace. Well, he made a promise. This is not your business. You need to be sure that Hezbollah will lay down their arm and they will never get close to your border. If Trump can make that happen, agreement, no problem. We will agree. Before that day, no agreement. Otherwise, every few years you will have the same war.
So this pogrom that we just went through in Amsterdam, it just shows everybody, and I hope every Jew in the world sees why, or every person in the world sees why Israel is so important, and why at least in Israel we should have security, because we have nobody to trust. So this is why Israel to us is very important. And you know, I hope for you guys in Europe, the Christians, you will get peace from these animals.
Yeah, we are trying. We are trying to make people wake up.
But you guys are putting a fight here. I see. It's very nice.
My friend, what about you speak to the Jewish people in America to stop supporting the woke in America? Because in case it's not
about that,
yeah,
I would actually like to say something, because those Jews, by the way, those Jews that you say, that people say, oh, the Jews support the Democrats. These are Reform Jews. I don't know what you know about Reform Jews, but these are not Jews. These are hippie Jews. These are Jews that say that you can be
they
gay.
are Jewish by name. I got
you.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, they're not.
Like
they are not Jewish at all.
George
if you go
Soros,
to the Orthodox community,
George Soros,
everyone is Trump.
George Soros is #1 enemy to Israel, and he is supposedly a Jew. Bernie Sanders, he hates Israel to death, and he claimed to be a Jew. Kamala Harris is married to someone he claimed to be a Jew, but the fact we know that he, you know. So the problem is that the Jews, they left their kids to be eaten by the woke community, and now they became part of it against their own. You know, in the time of Hitler,
this is the same Jews. Yeah,
in the time of Hitler,
sold Jews to
Nazis. In the time of Hitler, guys, there's Jews. They are Jews. They call the Gestapo, and they get paid for every Jewish head they inform about. So they call the Hitler police service. They say, listen, there's a Jew here is hiding. So you're a Jew, you go and you hide in a place, and because this guy is a Jew, you trust he's a Jew, you know. You go and call the police secretly. They pay him money, reward, and then they take you and your children, and they kill you. So always in history, there is people who they are fraud. You can find this between the Christians. You can find this between the Jews. You can find this everywhere. So this is why we have to stand, and we have to expose them, and we have to fight them. Otherwise, time will come, and those evil people will deliver you to the devil.
I agree. It's the same. Even in the Bible, there was the Erev Rav. There were people that were selling out the Israelites in Exodus. So I believe this is the same type of people and the same type of curse that we have upon ourselves.
But you know, you are lucky that the Muslims, they are #1 people in the world who sell each other. You know, like 90, most of the information the Israeli they get actually is from Muslims, from Hamas members themselves. You know, they are like, you know, just give them some money, they will sell their mama. This is what the Muslims do.
They are cowards. They are cowards. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. They're absolute cowards. The second the army goes in, they turn into, I don't even want to say.
But don't you be honest with me? Don't you miss Yahya Sinwar now?
I miss the stick that he was holding. Yes, I have it as display. You know.
You miss what?
He was trying to. The stick. We have the stick as display. You know.
Yeah.
We have I know a friend. He has the stick. He took the stick and he put it as display.
Really? You have the steak? Tell him I will buy it if he can give it to me.
Yeah.
Tell him there's a
He
guy,
has
his
the
name is a
steak
Christian
and you
Prince.
put it as display.
He will pay for it $500. You know? Yeah, and I will put
Yes,
it in
I will tell him.
and I will put it in my video. The stick of Yahya Sinwar. Yeah, the witch. All
Yeah.
right, my friend. Thank you very much for
They
joining
think
us.
it's a wand.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us.
guys.
You're welcome. Do we have any Abdul? Yeah, he threw a stick at the drone. Potato. And they say to you, see, he's fighting, coward. No, he's not fighting. He ran away from the tunnel because the Israeli already getting closer. So he decided to go out because there's no connected tunnel, so he can go under the ground. This is why they went up. But all the time he is in the tunnel. When he get up, it was his bad luck. Otherwise, even the Israeli army don't know that this guy is Sinwar. They saw 3 guys. They have arm with them, sneaking. This is why they are sneaking. You know, sneaking. They are not walking normally. You know, like something fishy. So they suspect them and they chase them. And oops, it turned to be. In fact, they did not even know that this is Sinwar until I think a day or 2 days after. This is why he stink.
Salam alaikum.
Salam.
How are you, Ake?
I'm fine. You are a Muslim?
Yes, I am Muslim. I have a question about Christianity, Ake. Is that okay?
Sure.
Yes, my question is God omnibenevolent, meaning all loving, Ake?
I don't understand. Don't speak so fast, you know.
Is God omnibenevolent?
Is God is what?
Is God omnibenevolent, meaning all loving?
All loving? No. Because like my God, let me explain to you. My God don't love the wicked ones like Muhammad. So do God love a rapist like Muhammad? No. Do God love a man who deceived millions like Muhammad? No. So God in the Bible says peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked man. Do your God love the wicked?
No, mine's just the most loving.
But no, with the Christian God, your God he loved the wicked. Loving, yes. No, your God he loved the wicked. Prove me wrong.
No, I agree. My God does love the wicked, but I want to know about the Christian God. Is he all loving?
No, I just told you. You know, when the Bible says, when the Bible says, listen,
God is all loving. God is love.
No, you know, this is what we say in general. Like God, for God he loved the world. He sent his only begotten Son. This is true. But God loved to save the world, but you don't love the wicked one, so you have to give up your wickedness. That's why the Bible says, drunken, fornicators, criminals, etc., gamblers, those, they will not inherit the kingdom of God. Okay, if God, he love you for being wicked, then he will not go to hell. So, my God, he loved to save you from your wickedness. So, if you give up your wickedness and you repent, then Jesus said, knock at my door, I will open for you. But the same Jesus, when he comes back, the same Jesus, when he come back, he will send you to hell. Yeah.
Punishment wouldn't entail him not loving you. A father can punish his son while loving his son. Same thing with God.
Yeah.
Even John 3:16 states that God loves. Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying? John 3:16 states that God loved the world, not the righteous, but all of humanity. So yes, God still loves the wicked. He can still punish
because God, he did not create humankind to go to hell. That's why the Bible says that God he feels sorry for Adam, you know. But the sorrow here is not that God he have sorrow. It's about what Adam did to himself. You know, he decided to disobey God. But in your religion, your God is wicked.
Yes, but I want to speak about your God currently. Right.
So because we have substantiated
that God is all loving.
The wicked Allah.
Yes, my God is wicked. That's great. But is God love? We established that God is all loving. So then I'd ask, is God omnipotent?
But if your God, is wicked, if you agree with me that your God is wicked, that means you agree that Allah is Satan.
Yeah. I just want to ask about your God though. Is that okay?
Yeah, but do you agree with me that your God is Satan?
Yeah, I want to revert to Christianity, so I want to ask
why you accept? Okay? So why you accept your God to be Satan.
Yeah, because he's evil. But I want to ask you some questions.
You know why you are? I mean, I don't know why you are dodging my question by saying just because.
No, I just I
so
agree.
Are you satanic? Are you
satanic?
Yeah. Are you satanic?
Well, I want to revert to Christianity, so hopefully not anymore. Yeah.
No. Are you satanic?
Currently, because I'm Muslim, yes.
Are you a true Muslim, or you are just being a troll now?
Well, I want to join Christianity. That's why I'm asking you questions, but you won't really answer.
I'm asking you: are you a true Muslim, or you are being a troll?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm a true Muslim anymore because I want to revert to Christianity. So
okay, so why you are not a Muslim no more?
Yeah, I want to revert. That's why I wanted you to help
All
me
right.
with that. That's why I'm asking questions.
But why you decide to leave? Why you decide to leave Islam?
Well, because there's a bunch of contradictions in Islam. That's one of the problems. Like, I can't really prove that Jibril was the one that revealed the Quran. Therefore, there's just this source of the Quran isn't really justified. So I can't really believe in it reasonably. That's why I want to join Christianity.
All right. So how I can help you?
No, that's why I have a few questions about Christianity, just so I know what I'm getting into. That's okay.
All right. Well, I just told you, God don't love wicked ones. A rapist, he will be punished.
John 3:16.
A child molester, he will be punished. Anyone, the one who lived by the sword shall die by the sword. The one who denied the Father and the Son is an antichrist. So
wait, so why is punishment and loving that individual mutually exclusive? Can a father not punish his son and still love his son?
Can father don't punish the son and still love the son?
Yeah, can a father punish his son and still love his son? Which father? We are talking
about you, like you have a son? You mean?
And yeah, let's say I had a son and I punished him. Would that mean I don't love him anymore?
Well,
or could I still love him and punish him?
You know, punishment is not about just you know, like you know, love. It's about what you deserve. So when we talk about a human being he have emotion. For me, if my son did something very shameful, I will punish him and I will not love him.
Okay, but is a logical possibility for you to still love him?
Because simply, my friend, you brought shame to yourself. Nobody brought it to you. So when we talk about love, the one who deserves to be loved is someone who acts as God wanted us to act, and he deserved that love. If you don't deserve it, then you are, like Jesus said, don't throw your jewels under the feet of the swine. What is the jewels? Is the word of God.
Well, the Bible.
So the word of God.
The Bible states. Holy.
The word of God.
The Bible states
let's finish my thought, and then you can talk. So, who is the one Jesus is calling the swine?
The unbelievers.
Okay, that's it. That answers your question. So those are pigs. Those are pigs. And then I will not cry for someone act and live and die like a pig, even if it's my own family. I will never cry for someone from my family he go to hell. This is his business. He decide to go there. Why am I crying for him? So if you are a wise person, if you are a wise, and the wise man is a fool, and have a, like, you know, no matter how wise we are, we're still foolish. However little wisdom God he gave us, we should know that everyone he goes where he belongs. A human being is like somebody. He dig his grave when he commits sin. So when the time comes, when the grave is in the height of his head, and even become deeper, he keep digging, then he can't get out, and then he's buried. Why I want to cry for him? Why God even want to feel bad for him? He did it to himself. So when you do that to yourself, you get what you deserve. That is justice. What the Bible says, the wage of sin is death, correct? Okay, so you get your wages. You get paid.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is that punishing someone and still loving them is not mutually exclusive. This is stated in the...
You speak so fast, my friend. English is not my first language.
Sorry.
So if you want to speak so fast, I will not be able to understand you. Go ahead.
One of the terms in the Bible is agape, which means unconditional love. God has agape love for everyone on the planet. This means it's unconditional. It's not based on what we do, because we are fallible human beings. John 3:16 states that God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. He loved the world. The world would include people that are unrighteous, all of humanity, all the people that are unbelievers and such. So God did love everyone. He was all loving. Now, my second question would be, is God the necessary being for existence? And I would say, yes, he is the necessary being for existence. He created everyone. No one else can create everyone.
You are mixing things. I don't know why you are mixing things. Anyway, listen. I don't know what is your agenda and mixing those things. No, listen carefully. Listen carefully. You keep repeating yourself.
Let me finish.
God, he loved the world. God, he created the man to be in heaven, to be in the garden, not to be in hell. That is God love, the unconditional. However, even when God created Adam, he gave him conditions. Don't eat from this. Don't get close to it.
Yes.
So God love, okay, hold on. God love, if you abuse it, you will lose it. You will be kicked out. And then, because still God have love and have mercy, God sent his only begotten son to save you. Then you put him in the cross.
So get love from them.
You crucify him. You call him names. You laugh at him. You deny him. You just commit the same crime and even more ugly again. So this is why when we say that God love is unconditional, this is not a totally clear understanding of what the Bible is teaching, because simply always there is conditions. The one who deny me, I will deny him. Correct? All right.
Yes.
So the condition is in your hand, not in the hand of God, which means God said, it's up to you. My door is always open for you. So my love is unconditional. Anytime you can come to me. But the condition is yours. If you deny me, I deny you. So there is an action and reaction. You refuse to come to me. Why you blame me for me not receiving you? You did not come. So simply, it is your fault. And then you try to seek or trying to make it like it's God is not being really all loving. No, it's you who hate yourself. God did not hate you. You hate yourself, you commit a crime against yourself, and then you cry, says, why I'm going to go to hell? Not fair, isn't it? Everybody, every human being is a sinner. Well, God, he said to you, repent. He gave you a very welcoming, open arms. Come to me, knock at my door, I will open for you. Those who they are tired, come to me, I will comfort you. So after all of this, still you don't want to come to him. So if we want to repeat ourselves again, is God is all loving? I already explained to you.
Yeah, you're still yet to tell me how love and punishment are mutually exclusive.
I just told you, you are not.
Love someone and
God is not punishing you. It's you punish yourself. It's not God who punishes.
So God can still love me then. Okay. So
it is you who punish yourself. If I tell you,
yeah, that's fine.
In the highway, there's exit to hell and exit to heaven, and you choose to go take the exit to hell, how you can say I punish you? I did not. It's your choice. We believe in free will. Okay?
So you're telling me that God wouldn't love me if I'm an unbeliever then? Is that what you're telling me?
God what?
So you're telling me, just for clarification, you're telling me God wouldn't love me if I'm an unbeliever, correct?
God will not love me unless I'm a believer?
Yes. Is that what you're saying?
It's you who don't love him. You see, look, I know, you see, my friend, I don't want to use a bad a word, call you hypocrite, but you're being awkward now. I say, come to me, I will save you. And then when you refuse to come, you say, oh, this God, you don't love us. You don't come. So it's you who don't love yourself.
Yes.
It's not God who don't love you.
So that's great. No, so God does love me. That's great. Yeah, and then I obviously answered the second question. God is
God, he told you.
I try to finish on.
You will get what you deserve. You will get what you deserve, and what you deserve is what you handed.
Amen.
So when you put seed in the ground, you know, If you plant seed of weed, weed will grow. If you put seed
I've got
of good food will grow. It's your seed. So whatever you seed, you harvest.
Amen. Yeah. But what I was going to say was, so God is all loving. God's necessary being for existence. God is unchanging. Then before creation, what was God loving? In order to substantiate that He was all loving and He's unchanging.
And are you just making a statement now?
It's a question. It's a question.
I don't
if
understand.
God is unchanging, if God is unchanging, He's always existed before creation, right? What was God loving before creation in order to substantiate that He was omnibenevolent or all loving?
I don't know. I'm not getting your question. God is not changing. God is all loving. Are we going to repeat ourselves again? What does have to do with changing?
No. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Okay, so God is unchanging, right? But He's also all loving. But all loving requires a recipient of love. It requires me to love something. There's nothing to love, then I can't be all loving, right?
Receive.
So asking,
you said receive.
If God is unchanging, He's always. Yeah, there must be something there to receive the love, right? So if nothing was to exist, right, before creation, then it must be the case that there's nothing to love. Therefore, God wasn't all loving during that time.
Before the creation, when we say there's no need for anything to be exist, because the Bible make it clear that God is love. So this is His nature. God is love. So there is a creation or not, that will not change anything. Before you are created and after you were created, still God is love. However, God will not force Himself on you, because that will not be love no more. If I force myself on you, I'm not loving. It's like you go after a female, she don't like you, but you go, I love you, I want you, you give her flower, she don't like you. Okay, well, I'm going to kidnap her. She will hate you more. So, because God is all loving, in the right way, He don't force Himself on you. He gave you free will.
Yeah,
so
He doesn't have to force it.
If you love me, if you love me, you come to me. If you love me, you call me. If you love me, you ask about me. So, if you have a children, and those children, they grow, they never call you. But there is one of them, he call you every day. He check on you, how you doing, everything is okay, do you need anything, etc. Even if it's just a simple phone call for a minute. Which one of them he really love you? The one who never call you, never ask for you, or the one who check on you every day? I think the answer is very simple, right? The one who don't check on you, they will remember you only when they need you. So one day they are short of money. Hello, Dad. Suddenly they remember that you are their father. When they have need, maybe they need shelter, maybe they need money, maybe they need something, then they will call you. But those are not people calling you because they love you. They love their needs. And this is how the majority of mankind, they forget about God when they are healthy, when they are wealthy. They make fun of Him when they are healthy and wealthy usually. The second they are in pain, they say, oh God. The second they are in trouble, they say, oh God. So they remember God, the Father, only when they have something to ask for. Those are not loving people. Those are needy. They love their needs. Their need control their love. So if I am healthy and I am not hungry, and then I say, thank you, God, thank you, Lord, for the little piece of bread I'm eating every day before I eat. Well, I'm appreciation. I have appreciation for His love, for His gift. But then other person who have never have appreciation until he lose everything, then suddenly he remember there is somebody, maybe he exists, maybe I will ask him. Suddenly he start asking God. So you cannot fool God, you cannot lie to Him, and you cannot use Him. There's some people, they want to use God. So they forget about Him when they do not need help. They remember Him when they have and they need help from somebody. Those are not people who they will be in heaven, for simply they are fake. Their love is not true. They do not believe in him. It's their need who control who they are. All right?
I think you're missing the point of what I'm saying, but that's okay. I guess
That's
I'll
why,
revert to
that's why
Hinduism.
Jesus said, from their fruits you shall
I'm going
know
to
them.
revert to Hinduism because of this.
From their fruits you shall know them. Why? Because simply, you know, the reason for your existence is the fruit. God did not create you just to be an idol. No, you are a living being. A living being have a fruit. That's why the Bible says, faith without work is a dead faith. So you can fool everybody. I can make a donation now and make it in public so people see how nice I am, how good I am. I can, before I start YouTube channel, oh Lord, like many fake Christians, we know them. Oh Lord, Holy Spirit, make me holy today, God, blah, blah, blah. So they start with 15, 20 minute, 30-minute prayer. It's just because they want to present themselves as holy people, good people. Look how he is, how much he praying. Not like Christian Prince, he says shalom everybody. That's it. And then when he's finished, he said to word, God is good, so is Jesus. He don't pray in public, he don't make a prayer. Obviously he's not good. But there's other guys, each time they go live on air, they make a drama. God the Father, God the Son, their hands is up and they are shouting and screaming, and God inspire me so I can inspire them and I can lead them and I can teach them. God give me wisdom. God go. How come you don't make the prayer before you go live? Isn't it Jesus says, when you pray you go to your closet? And then he said why? Because those who pray in the corner are the hypocrite. Is that correct, guys? Those who pray in the corner, and YouTube is a huge corner. Internet is a massive corner. It's like the goat who go in the top of the car. She climbed the car and she started jumping in the top of the car. This is how you know who is hypocrite, who is not. People who claim to be good, usually they are bad. Actually, I don't like to be around them. All right. You know, there is you can look at people, see how they try to dress, how they try to present themselves, how much they are so attached to titles. Like I get upset from people when they say God bless your ministry, when just ministry mean the word service, it's not a big deal. But I fear that word. I say to people, don't say that. I'm not a minister, I'm not a priest, I'm nobody. I am afraid of a very simple word, to be a label. I can't claim. Just the word ministry. I'm just like everybody, coming here to share my thought, my little knowledge, to fight what is wrong. You agree with me, you agree. I'm not a priest, I'm not a bishop, I'm not a person who spend my day prayer. I make short prayer if I do pray. Like before I eat, I say 2 words, and in my heart, usually. If I have a friend with me, I might say them loud. But I'm not a person who pray like I go down on my knee every day and I pray or I cry to the Lord. No, I don't. I'm just being honest with you. I believe that I pray to the Lord by the work I do, not by the word I say. When somebody, I stay here for many hours, almost every day. And many people, they listen to me, especially from the Muslims. And many of them, they leave Islam. And many of them, they believe in Jesus. Which one is better? To pray in private or to go to the field and do some work? That's why the Lord says, from their fruits you shall know them. So the best of the prayer is to do what the disciple of Jesus did. They go and teach and preach, and they baptize people. Doesn't mean they are not a believer and they don't pray, but this is the real prayer. The real prayer you do is when you save someone else. The prayer you do to yourself, it can be even selfish. Oh God, make me rich. Oh God, make me healthy. Oh God, it's me, about me. The prayer we do is about us, ourselves, usually. But when you try to save somebody else, you know what? I'm getting nothing of it. The same as Paul, he says, if my lie, they accuse him of lying. He said, if my lie is not for me, for not my best, but for the glory of God, how that can be a lie? They will accuse you, they will hate you, they will curse you, and even those who they claim to be Christian, many of them, they have jealousy, they are wicked, they have demonic. So you will find a lot of people who go against you. However, you have to stay the same as a cedar tree, straight up, no wind can take it down, and at the same time you always smell so good. Don't get stinky. A man can be destroyed either by money or sexual temptation. So you have to be vigilant to protect yourself from 2 things. And when we say sexual temptation, doesn't mean women are bad. No. You know, your daughter is a woman. Your mother is a woman. Do you get tempted by them? No. Why? Because you decide to block it in your head. It's what you think, not what you see. When you see your daughter, she might be the most beautiful female in the world, but you will never think about her. Why? Because you block such an evil idea, unless you are a pervert. So it's not what you see, it is what you think. So a man, he have always to stay solid, and if he feel for a second weakness, he have to push that weakness so fast before the glue climb over your body. Like we can say a little slowly here, slowly there, and then suddenly you find yourself in a quicksand and you can't get out. Do we have any Abdul? Any Abdul here?
Hey, Christian Prince. First of all, thank you for having me, and I thank you for what you're doing, brother. Keep on going.
Thank you very much. Are you Christian, my friend?
I'm Orthodox. You say I'm Christian, of
but
course I'm Christian.
Is Orthodox not a Christian?
No, I just wanted to really thank you. I watch
No,
your
but my friend, why you
stuff.
said I am Orthodox? Why you didn't say I'm Christian?
I'm Christian, you know. That's how it comes out.
Yeah, but don't say Orthodox, because the Bible call us The Bible, my friend, my brother. The Bible have one name for us. Not Catholic, not Protestant, not Orthodox. Christians. Do we have a better name than the name of Christ? No. There's no better name. One master.
I got you.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so you know, I encourage Christians to refrain from saying names of sect or schools, because Christ is what we belong to, not a priest, not a bishop, not a patriarch. Christ is our Savior. And I believe, you know, we grow in a society, in a family, and they teach us things. But I believe I dishonor the Messiah if I don't say I'm a Christian. Why? Because I just decide not to mention his name. I decide not to mention that I belong to him. I decide to mention I belong to a certain church, but all the churches. Whoever believe in me and die, he will live. So let us refrain from those names and remember always that we are Christians. Christ unite us. Anything else will divide
yeah,
us.
I agree with you, brother. I agree, brother, with you. I agree. Maybe it's my kind of uneducated self, so to
No problem.
speak, as you know,
No,
the
we are here
culture
to share
pushes.
thoughts. Yeah, we are here to share thought. And I understand you.
But I really deeply would like to thank you for what you are doing, and you saving lots of people's lives, converting them from this madness of fake cult that is literally, you just said to that the other guy on the chat, the satanic cult that claims to be a good people. Obviously, as a Christian, guys, the best example is front of all of us to see who is the best example to follow. Is it Muhammad, or is it Jesus? Is it Buddha? Is it someone else? But really, comparing Muhammad to Jesus, I think is injustice to Jesus, because Jesus never got involved in any wars. Not just the other stuff that Muhammad did. As the best example human, if we have somebody to follow, who do we follow? Somebody that committed all the crazy stuff in the world, that has a record of it, or someone that literally stand out for human to be a brother and sister and live in this paradise that we've been gifted in tiny time. I personally thank you what you're doing, and anything that I can help you to spread the word, I will be supporting you.
You're
And
welcome.
once more,
Thank
you
you.
for having me.
Thank you, brother. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know, we cannot compare between Jesus and Muhammad. It's like comparing between the devil and the holy God, because he is the holy God. His name is holy. His life is holy. His death is holy. His resurrection is holy. And he is now in the holy heaven. That is Jesus. Muhammad, the first crime he committed, he changed his name and called himself the praised one, which means he claimed to be God. You see, what many people do not know, that obviously Muhammad, by making his name, changing his name from Qatham into Muhammad, he claimed the title of Jesus. This is why Muhammad, he says, I am the eraser, Ana al-Mahi. What he want to erase? He said, I want to erase Christianity and Judaism. He said he have 5 names. Muhammad, Ahmad, and he mentioned the word al-Mahi. He want to erase everything Jesus did. The Bible make it so clear. Who is the Antichrist? Who is Antichrist? The one who denied the Son and the Father. Muhammad denied them both. But then we have long list of Muhammad evil doing. Not only he misled millions and billions of people, he is an evil doer, rapist, liar, thief, cheater. Everything about him is extremely satanic. And this is why Jesus said to us, he gave us the method to find out who is who and who is bad by saying, from their fruits you shall know them. Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. Muhammad, he broke all the command of God, starting from calling himself Muhammad. He's a murderer, the same as the devil. Your father, the murderer, the devil, Satan, the father of all lies. Muhammad is a murderer, father of many lies. Do we have any Muhammadan? Any brave Muhammadan would like to join us? Today we have only one Muhammadan, and thank God he left Islam. All right, Bobless.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm very interested in Christianity. I'm on my search to find God. So when I say that I'm in between, it just means I'm searching between the two. Very interested in Christianity, things like that. I was interested in Islam, but then there were some issues where some of the stuff that Muslims was bringing didn't make any sense. So there's two things I'd like to talk to you about, if you don't mind. There are two things in Christianity, is two that's preventing me from coming to Christianity. And then I would like to talk to you about Islam, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay. So I'll start with Islam first. I was in Hamdan Shop Live today, and there was something that he said to me that didn't really make any sense. I'd asked him a question because Hamza doesn't believe that Isaiah 53 is about Jesus. He doesn't believe Zechariah 12:10 is about Jesus, where it says, "They will look on me when he appears." If we take these two passages out, then that means, what does this mean for Christianity? It means there's no cross, there's nothing. And then I asked them, so if we take these passages out, then where does it say that that Jesus or that the Messiah will be tried according to Jewish law, Roman law, or just law in general? I mean, we literally have nothing. So if there's nothing there talking about a crucifixion, like, then why do we need a crucifixion story in the Quran? Like, where did you get the story from? He started quoting from the book of Barnabas, which is a forgery to fit his narrative that didn't make any sense. Like it contradicts all three faiths, so I didn't really accept that argument there. He tried to use when I mentioned Josephus, he tried to tell me that he tried to fit his religion into Josephus' works and make Josephus say something that Josephus never really said. It says he was crucified, but Hamza says, well, it says they believe, so that means my Quran is correct. I said, just because you say that it says that they believe doesn't necessarily mean that he wasn't crucified. That's assumption without any evidence. So I asked him, I said, why does it have to fit your narrative? It doesn't make sense. Even Bart Ehrman believes that he was crucified. He even believes that some of the words in Josephus, all of it shouldn't just be thrown out. He believes the crucifixion is accurate in Josephus' account. So I wanted to know, what's your response on that? Did I say anything wrong to him? Did it not make sense to you of anything I said about it just doesn't, I don't know where they got the story from. They have no first century text dating back to the first century to confirm their story.
Yeah, the one you are talking about is that guy Hamza who sell women clothing for Muslims?
Yes.
This guy is an idiot. He don't even know how to say his private name correctly. This is why he will never dare even to join us here for a second. If you ever speak to him, tell him, if you are a man, just come here for 2 minutes and say what he said to you. But look what he did. You mentioned Isaiah?
Correct.
Okay. Shouldn't you ask him why we cannot find Isaiah in the Quran? If this is a prophecy, and he believe in it, huh? Why it's in the Quran? Why we didn't find anything in the Quran? What is the book of Isaiah in the Quran?
You asked me what is the book of Isaiah?
Yes, in the Quran.
It's not in,
huh?
So it's no, it's not in the Quran, but the Isaiah 53 according to Christians.
Okay, what Quran? So what Quran taught? Nothing. So when the Muslims they say the Quran is the book of God, okay, where is the Ten Commandment of Moses? Where is the teaching of Moses? Where is the teaching of Abraham? And there is no teaching. This is just a stupid book. However, when this edict he says to you that Jesus wasn't crucified, the Quran says the opposite. And let me show you how we can.
Perfect. Hold on.
How we can use. Don't use the Bible to refute a Muslim. You're wasting your time. Use the Quran.
Got it.
So the Quran, because if you say,
how do I see it? Like I'm new to Discord. Let me see what this is.
Okay, is my screen coming or not? No. Okay, let me show you my screen. Hold on, I will share my screen because this Discord turn off the screen every, I think 10 minutes or 5. Do you see my screen now?
Let me click it. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. But do you see my screen?
Oh yes, yeah.
All right. This is his stupid Quran. What the Quran is saying, in fact, that confirmed the story in the Bible. Why? The Quran says that they crucified him not, they killed him not, but Allah made it appear to him. And look what the Muslims here they add. They say, this is additional by the way, this is not the Quran. It says, but the resemblance of Isa, Jesus was put over other men, and they saw that. But look what happened.
Got it.
By saying that, the Muslims agree that all the disciples of Jesus and all the witnesses, they saw Jesus on the cross. And they agree that Allah is a big fat liar. He lied to us. He made us believe that Jesus was on the cross, but Jesus was not. So when the Muslims, they come and they believe in this, they just confirm that what is written in the Bible is true. Because the disciples, they saw him, they witnessed him, the judges, they know him, the priests, they know him, everybody know him. Jesus was just a week ago welcomed by thousands of people in the the Palm Day or the previous Sunday. So he's known, the man who do miracles witnessed by thousands and thousands, the one who makes speeches in the mountains, the one who thousands of people, the one who fed 5,000. Even there's a chapter in the Quran, it's called Al-Ma'idah, which means the table, about Jesus, where Allah, he sent 7 whales, each one of them inside a sandwich, which is very funny and stupid. So here, the verse here saying that yes, the Messiah was crucified, at least in the appearance. And now we need to ask ourselves, if we go to the court, the judge, how he find out who is telling the truth and who is a liar? He asked the witnesses, did you see this guy killing this guy? If they say yes, that means they are telling the truth, correct?
Correct.
And if they say no, that means there's no proof he was killed. So the Quran saying that all the Christians and the Jews, they witnessed the crucifixion of Jesus. However, Allah secretly, he replaced him and he makes someone look like him. So based in this story, Allah is a fraud. If they say to us the reason for that because he want to save him, that is a more stupid excuse ever. I mean, according to the story, Allah, he took Jesus before even they arrested him. He do not need to do this. Secondly, don't Allah knew that now the Christians, they will believe at least for the coming 600 years that Jesus was crucified? So Allah, he created a lie according to this stupid Hamza, and he made us believe in the lie according to the stupid Hamza, And then he is accusing us of believing in lie which he created.
I agree with that one.
And then Allah will send Muhammad 600 years to say, it was not the real Jesus. What a stupid story. And here there is another question. I mean, this is a story here. We bring a lot of questions. If Allah saved Jesus from the cross, why Allah did not save Muhammad from being killed like a rat by poison bought by a Jewish woman from Walmart for 10 cents? How come Allah, he decided to save Jesus? Here we go. Those are Jews. Here is Jews. Right? Muhammad was killed by a Jewish woman according to Muslims.
Yeah, I heard.
He died. In fact, if you go and read the whole story, Muhammad, he asked her, why you did that? She said, well, it's a test. If you are a prophet by God, God will save you. If you are just a king seeking money and women, you will die. And Muhammad failed the test. He died. Muhammad said to her, Allah will not allow you. And now we have the proof that Muhammad died because of that poison. Now let me assume that I am stupid like Hamza, and he will do copy paste and he will say the following answer. Oh, this hadith does not prove Muhammad died by poison, even though the prophet is saying so. So he's saying that he's a prophet, he's a stupid. He don't know. He's not inspired by God. He don't know even how he is dying and what is causing his death. So they're accusing again their prophet to be a fraud, lying about the reason of his death. So
right.
Allah, and if we go in the Quran, more verses just to connect the dot together. According to the Quran, the Jews, they killed many prophets. How come Allah want to save Jesus only? He will not save Muhammad, and he will not save all those prophets. All those, look at this example here. Chapter 5, verse number 17. And this is a chapter about Jesus. Chapter of Al-Ma'idah, called Al-Ma'idah mean the table. So here it says
got it.
that the Jews, a group of them, they called liar, which mean prophets, and others among them they killed. Killed who? Prophets. So why Allah want to save Jesus? And why he cloned someone look like Jesus? And why he did not save Muhammad? And why all those prophets can be killed and no problem? There is tons of hadith proving that Muhammad is a fraud. However, the story in the Quran confirm the story in the Bible, not denying it. Because this story here saying Allah made someone look exactly like Jesus. So we Christians, we saw someone exactly as Jesus. He have the voice of Jesus.
So,
the eyes
so when
of
you
Jesus.
say exactly, are you say exactly, are you saying that that's actually Jesus because it says it looks similar to Jesus?
You know, Muhammad here, he have his own understanding. I think Muhammad, he learned, there is a group of Christians who they are called Nasara, or they call them Nazarite, but not Nazarite, the word mean from the city, which is the word mean poor in understanding. So those group, they say, well, the Messiah was crucified, yes, but he is the Son of God, and there is no way that God the Father will let his son die in the cross like this. So Muhammad, obviously, he was under the influence of that story, and this is where he copied it, which is a false story or false explanation of the Bible, and he come with it and he claim it here in the Quran. However, those group don't deny that Jesus was crucified. You know, they do not deny it. They claim that the body of Jesus was there, but his soul is not. You know, it's a philosophy. It's not really, it's not biblical. It's just a philosophy. So Muhammad here, he took a story and found it and supported, but by doing that, he just get himself busted, because the story here confirmed the Bible. You know, when the disciple of Jesus, when John, he says, we saw his wound and we touch it. We saw it and we touch it. You know. So they saw his wound. They saw him in the cross. They saw him after resurrection, and they witnessed it. So when the Quran confirmed that someone exactly looked like Jesus, well, it's obviously this is Jesus. Do Muhammad have any proof that this is not the true Jesus, but someone look exact like Jesus? Same time.
Well, my argument is simply that you know, I kind of agree with Avery on position when, you know, when he looks at the Gospels. I think that's his primary source. He agrees that Jesus was a very historical person, that Jesus in fact did die. But when I look at the four Gospels, he did die. But now the issue though is that Muslims will try to say, well, there are some contradictions going around his death. For example, who rode the rainbow, who, whether they didn't or did, or how many angels was there. I think that's is irrelevant. I mean, you can argue that maybe there was some fabrications around this, but it doesn't really
No.
prove
There is
that
no
he didn't
fabrication.
really
No.
die. I'm not
No.
saying it's fabrication. I'm just
No. The Bible is written. Is why we have 4 Bibles. If all of them, they will tell the story exactly word by word. There's no point to repeat the same story. So every disciple, he witnessed and he say what he saw. So as an example, the one who was closer, he heard more than the one who was not. So if I am in the front and he is in the side and he heard something, I heard something, but all of them, they confirm the same story. One he give more details, one he give less details. As an example, the story of Jesus, when Satan he come to tempt him. One Bible,
yeah, I'm aware of that.
one Bible tell the story based on locations. One Bible tell the story based on order as it happened.
Right.
One, but it's not a contradiction. So this is the ignorant of the Muslims.
I'm not saying it's a contradiction. I'm saying that most Muslims will claim that there are contradictions surrounding, and therefore it must be untrue. The crucifixion never really happened.
You see, no. First of all, when a Muslim he say there is a contradiction in the Bible, that means the Quran is a book of lies, because the Quran confirmed the book was between the hand of the Christians in the time of Muhammad, not after.
Great.
How the Muslim they answer that? They say confirm some of it, but there is nowhere in the Quran says some of them. You know, some of it, right? So they lie again. And even Muhammad, as an example, he swore in the Torah. You ask the Muslims, when Muhammad he swore in the Torah, he swore in the true Torah or the false Torah? They will say to you, he swear on the truth of it, not all of it. But Muhammad, he put his hand over the Torah and he says, I swear by thee and the one who sent thee. He did not say some of thee. So they are a bunch of liars. Same time, who is Muhammad even to tell us what happened to Jesus? If Muhammad never was there and he came 600 years after.
That's true. That's an argument I brought to him, that it just didn't make sense. But again, I go back to look at Josephus' work. I look at the Four Testaments. I mean, it's so much evidence to say that he died. And just to look at, like, just say, hey, look, I want to use the book of Barnabas to fit my own narrative, or I want to twist the words of Josephus
no, you see,
so
the
I
Muslims,
can fit my own
they cannot
narrative
use
and make it work. It doesn't make sense.
The Muslim cannot use the word of Barnabas because that book, it says Muhammad is Jesus. So
Messiah.
Yeah, that is this is why they keep mentioning that book, but they themselves didn't accept it. They are hypocrite. If you mention a book, ask them, do you accept it? They will say no. Okay, so when you debate me about a book I accept, not a book I don't. When I debate Muslims, I don't debate them about a book written by me about Muhammad. I wrote many books about Muhammad, but in my books I have reference of what Muhammad said. That is the argument, not me. So what the Muslim they do, because they are a hypocrite, they deny that Muhammad, number one, is not a witness. In Islam, in order to prove fornication, you have to bring 4 witnesses, and they have to see the private part of the male going in and out, not only see the guy naked with her. So how come in the story of Jesus you have 0 witnesses? Muhammad was not there. Muhammad don't even know the name of Jesus. He cannot even say the name correctly. Who is Isa? We never heard of his name before. So either he is trying to get a name correctly from the Greek language. This is why he is using the word Injil, which is a Greek word, proving Muhammad that he believed in the Greek Bible. In the Greek Bible, not the Hebrew. And that is other contradiction of the Quran. Because how come Jesus' book name is Injil, which is a Greek? Yet the Quran says, we never send a messenger except in the tongue of his own people. So if the book of Jesus written in a Greek, and that's what the Quran make it clear, and the Quran says Allah, he sent the book to the people through a messenger from the people, speaking the tongue of the people, and the book is from the tongue of the people. All right. This verse alone will decide.
Do you mind if I can take snapshots of this?
Yeah, this is chapter 14, verse number 4. Just take note if you want.
Oh, got it.
I can give you the link. Here we go, no problem.
Oh, no, I'm snapshotting for, so I can, I got everything already.
So look what happened now. Based on this verse, isn't it the Muslim they speak about contradiction? Okay, this contradict everything in Islam. Muhammad cannot be a prophet for mankind. For this verse saying, Allah never sent a messenger except he is to people unless he is from them. Correct? Do you see it?
Correct.
Okay. So how Muhammad can be a messenger to this potato, Hamza? Is Muhammad is a redhead from Scotland? Or from America? So all the messengers, including Muhammad, because remember this verse was given to Muhammad, confirming that we never ever sent, no exception, including Muhammad, any messenger except speaking the tongue of his people. So now the Quran in Arabic, because it's sent to the Arab. Why? So we can make it clear for them. Does it say that?
I'm just seeing how Allah is misleading people around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it can make it clear for them. I see it.
Yeah. So Allah, he will never send you a book, Potato Hamza, except in your language. Is the Quran in your language? No. The Quran confirmed that. So this verse alone can destroy all the garbage of Muhammad. And then look at the other part. And then Allah mislead whom he wills and guide who he wills. So this God, he sent a book, and the purpose of this book to mislead and to lead. However, it is him who make decision who will be misled and who will be guided.
Wow.
So this potato, when you speak about Jesus' crucifixion, telling potato, let's go to the core of the business. Your Quran, in fact, confirmed the crucifixion. You are telling me that the Quran saying that Allah made someone look like Jesus, and now you are asking me not to believe in what we saw, because the Quran confirmed that what we saw.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. The Quran confirmed what we saw in the cross. And then you are asking me not to believe my eyes. You are just a stupid fool.
Wow.
All right?
You're pretty good.
Well, I'm a Christian prince, my friend. God only is good. Anything else?
Last question. As a person who's interested in Christianity, there is one passage I think I struggle with the most. I need to look at Dr. Michael Brown's work. He's a pretty fantastic guy. There is, I think, a little bit of difference between Isaiah 53. Some people say it's referring to Israel. Some people say it's referring to Jesus, the suffering servant. There are some reasons why they think that, because of the word lamo in Hebrew is really referring to them. Then Michael Brown also makes a case and says it could refer to the singular. So I need to get on his website to look at his arguments in reference to that. But I think that is, if I can get over that hump there, I think I'll be in Christianity.
My friend, let us assume that the book of Isaiah does not exist. Not exist. Is that going to change anything about Jesus? Even in the Talmud, which is a book of Antichrist, confirm that Jesus did miracles. After he went to Egypt, he learned magic. So even those who hate Jesus agree that Jesus, he did miracles, but they claim it's a magic, which is funny. So even the enemy of Jesus admit his divine power, claiming it's a magic, which is funny because a miracle cannot be a magic, and magic is not even real. So if the book of Isaiah exists or not, what confirm who is Jesus is not this book. Let us make it simple. Which one exists first, the Bible or Christ?
Jesus.
Okay. What if the Bible never written? Is that will make Jesus never exist?
If the Bible never existed, I wouldn't know. I would think that wouldn't say it wouldn't be a God.
No, you will know. No, you will know. You will know. You know, like I learned stories about my people taught to me by my father. My father taught to he was taught by his father. His father was taught by his father, etc. So there is two ways of transforming heritage and information. Either by writing it or by people telling. This is what the disciple of Jesus did in the beginning. So there's many books, even the Jews agree that the prophet himself did not even write it. It's written about what he said later. When Jesus say the heaven and the earth will be destroyed, but my word will not, he's not talking only about word is written. Of course, at that time there's nothing written. He's talking about a promise he made that his word will stay forever, and that through people, you know, believing in the faith, joining the faith, and carrying the faith in their heart, and transforming the faith into other generation. So if there was a book or not, that will not change anything. Secondly, why I believe in Jesus to be who he is that because he said, I am Yeshua? Oh no, and I can call myself Yeshua. There's many people, even now, they call themselves, they claim to be the Messiah. Many. So what makes the Messiah unique is what he said and what he did. We have to connect two things together in order to find the fingerprint of this person. All men, they can do maybe make good speeches. They can be philosophers. They can be unique, speaking very unique, elegant language. They can be convincing. Like we know, like, you know, some weird people, they go and follow a guy, his name is Sadhguru. He play with the words, and those low IQ, they find him amazing. I found him very silly. So you can be a person who can, let us say, tickle the brain of a human being, make them believe in you, but you cannot do what Jesus can do. So the first thing Jesus did, he challenged people to prove that he is sinner. Nobody was able to prove him sinner. You know what? Maybe Jesus, he was doing sin, but nobody know about it. But Jesus did what nobody can do. He controlled nature. He healed the leper. He made the blind see. He resurrect people from death. And he himself, he come back from death. And not only one witness, but thousands and thousands of witnesses. And then you might ask me, well, how we know that those witnesses are telling the truth? Question. Muhammad companions, they got their share from every attack. Women, children, slaves, black slaves, white slaves, rape, authority, caliphate. What the disciple of Jesus got from sacrificing their life to spread the belief, it's false. Why Paul? Why John? Why any of them? Why they want the Christian? They fed them to the tigers, to the cats. They asked them just to deny Jesus. In fact, in the Quran, there is a story about the Christians of Najran. According to the story, a king, his name An-Nawas. He is a Jewish king. He came to the city of Najran and he told the Christians, if you don't deny Christ, I will burn you alive. The Christians, they refuse to deny Jesus and they were burned alive. And this is a story in the Quran in chapter 85, as we see from all the verses. Why those people will believe and give their life if it's a lie? If the Muslim, they will say, the Muslim, they give their life. No, not for Muhammad, not for the faith, for the money. They get their shares of slaves. What Paul he got, what the shares of Paul, what the shares of John, what the shares of Peter, what the shares of all those in the beginning of Christianity, what they got. Christians, they've been killed, tortured, arrested, captured, dismantled their body parts for the first 300 years. Until a king, he converted to Christianity. Before that, Christians even enter a ground religion. They can't even go in the street and say we are Christians. So we have all the proofs about Jesus. Muslim, they have no proof that except that Muhammad is a criminal, is a thief. Even he made verses saying that the fifth of the booty is for the Prophet and to Allah. Him and Allah, they share booty. And he take the fifth.
That's the way you said that.
Huh?
No, it's just the way you said it, the booty. Like, yeah, I see it. I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
that means like money, right?
Huh?
That means like money, right?
Yeah, the booty is money physically and unphysically, which mean physically as coins and physically as a human being.
Gotcha.
All right, or even land. So al-khumsu lillahi wa rasulihi, you know, you can find it in chapter of Al-Anfal, verse number 41. So if Muhammad, like they will say to you, why Muhammad even will do this? You know, he was an honorable person. Muhammad was from a trashy family, to the point him and his first wife, they have to drunk the father of Khadija to make him think he agreed to marry her to him. And the story written in their books. And this is the Quran, chapter 8, verse number 41. One of the fifth is assigned to Allah and His Messenger. He made himself equal to Allah. And he take the fifth of every booty. So if the Muslim, they go to attack, and let us say 10,000 Muslims, they went to war, and they came back with 5,000 slaves. 5,000 Muslims, they came back with 5,000 slaves. How many slaves Muhammad will get alone? Can somebody tell me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You want to listening? If the Muslims attack their enemy and they capture 5,000 slaves, how many slaves Muhammad alone will take? Alone.
If he cut down 5,000 slaves.
How many slaves Muhammad will take?
Well, I don't see any. I'm confused at what your answer. If he cuts down 5,000 slaves, I mean, all I got to work with is 5,000.
My friend, okay. Let us make it dollars, just to make it simple. $5,000. The thief Muhammad, he attacked caravan, and he came back with $5,000. The verse in the Quran says the fifth goes to Muhammad. How many dollars Muhammad will receive? You are not good in mathematics?
No, I'm good in mathematics. I just don't have it in the back of my head right.
Okay. If I say to you, I have $5,000, I will give you fifth of it. How much is the fifth?
I would say about 2 or 3 something.
What 2 or 3? 1,000.
It's 1,000.
1 to 5. 1 from every 5. So Muhammad alone, he got $1,000. But remember, we have 5,000 soldiers. So now we give Muhammad 1,000. We have 4,000 left. How much every Muslim soldiers will get? 80 cents?
What one?
80 cents maybe?
Okay, because this one says, and know that whatever of a war of booty that you may give, verbally 1/5. So it already tells you there of it is assigned to Allah and to the messenger and to the near relatives of the messenger Muhammad.
No, my friend. The fifth is only for Muhammad now. Then later, the rest is for this and this and that. And the Muslims, they're the soldiers. So now, what is left is 72 cents for every soldier. But Muhammad, he get alone $1,000. So was Muhammad fighting for money, or he was fighting for God?
Money.
If it is 5,000 slaves, Muhammad, he will get 1,000 slaves. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
How many slaves Jesus have?
None.
How many horses?
None.
How many palaces?
None.
How many servants?
None.
From their fruits you shall know them. Do you understand?
Yeah, I got your point. So the other point that you mentioned was that you said that that people were basically being killed, and why would they die if what they believe wasn't true, because they were like burning them and killing them.
Yeah, remember, those are true witnesses. This is not just witnesses after witnesses, you know. Those are true witnesses. They gave their life for what? For a lie? They were chased from town to town. They killed them. They crucified them. So why a person want to do that? And all of them, they want to do that. Why? There's no reason if it's a lie. So the Messiah, he have a lot of witnesses for his miracles. Even the book of the devil of the Quran of Muhammad could not deny the miracle of Jesus. The Quran itself says that the Messiah, he raised people from death. In fact, Muhammad, he claimed that the Messiah, he commanded the sand. And Sam, the son of Noah, come from the ground. Imagine.
Yeah.
The guy is dead thousands of years ago. Now, who is this person? They ask him, can you tell us what happened in the time of Noah? He said, sure. He commanded the sand. And from the sand, a man with white hair came. He was the son of Noah. And he told him what happened.
Can you do me one last favor? Can you go to the Chabad.org if you can? I don't know if as a very
go to where?
Site. Chabad.org, Isaiah 53 Chabad.
My friend, I don't want to go. You said you mentioned Mr. Brown. People they can argue about things.
No. That's we're not talking about that. There was something I was trying to look at is regarding Isaiah 53.
I answered you about Isaiah. I answered you without Isaiah. I said, I honestly.
Yeah, I don't. No, I know.
Of Isaiah is not what make me believe in Jesus.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying, can we go to the Chabad so I can?
No, I don't want to go there because that would be different. I mean, you said you have Dr. Brown. You have a website. He explained. He speaks the language too. So usually, if you want to discuss details about if you want to discuss something,
he's not doing lives anymore.
If you have to discuss something have to do with the language, you better know the language.
Right.
So for me, I don't speak Hebrew. So if somebody want to argue with me, says, "Oh, this word is like like the Jews they say that it says the virgin, the Christian they say the virgin will give birth." No, alama means young women. But hold on, if it is a young woman, every day there's young women giving birth. That is not a miracle. So have to be.
Well, I think James White.
Hold on.
James White is a Christian scholar who
He's not a scholar. He's not a scholar. I don't even like him. This guy is not a scholar. He is not a scholar.
Let me finish.
Don't mention his name. Don't mention his name. He's hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He defend Islam and he gives.
I'm not against you. I'm just asking.
He gives false information about Islam. My friend, if you want to listen,
I will have to see that.
Go to James White.
Huh?
He defends Islam. This guy, he says, whoever
I'm saying it's
Islam,
not just him. It's Dr. Michael Brown. He's a Messianic Jew.
All right,
that also
but don't say James White. I know James White. He is a fraud.
Okay, then I won't mention him. So, are you comfortable with Dr. Michael Brown?
My friend, why you are mentioning to me names? I don't care for names. None of my business.
No, what I'm saying to you, you mentioned Isaiah.
Friend, you said you want to go to Dr. Michael Brown. Go to him. You keep insisting.
No, what I'm saying.
I said to you, if Isaiah exists or not, it doesn't change anything. And I gave you all my reasoning. So if you still insist, it's up to you. However, there's no person in the world, in the Jewish world or in the world, resemble in Isaiah someone except Jesus. So people, they can play all the games.
I agree with you there as far as when you get down to the Esau and the I get that. But what I'm saying that there seems to be in the Hebrew, the word is young woman, but the Septuagint, that's where we get the word virgin from. We get it from the Septuagint. So my struggle was trying to figure out what came like.
The word is alama. And alama mean virgin and young at the same time. Young,
Alma.
It's for a female. It have to be. In fact, sometimes it can be even used for male. So alama is a young woman who is a virgin. And this is why it is a sign. Otherwise, you can see that there is many women around the world, or let us say even children, they are giving birth. They are very young. So if a young woman give birth, how that is a miracle? Is Isaiah speaking of a miracle or speaking about a normal event? It says about a sign. A sign means,
I get your point there.
Yeah. So the sign is a miracle. Something cannot happen every day. It is the will of God.
Got you. So,
okay. So
yeah. So would you say that it's when you read from the first chapter of Isaiah,
to the ending of the chapter, it sounds like a child living in that time. And I think I struggle with that a lot because when you read it, it just sounds like someone. Now, when you get to Isaiah 9:6, that does sound like the Messiah. But my point I get stuck is when I read from the first from Isaiah 7, the first chapter from the first verse all the way down. It sounds like a child that's living his time. Most people would tell me that the child is it is someone living in that time, but then tell me that is also Jesus, foreshadowing Jesus, and don't know how Jesus, if it's not him, but how is it him, but not him? So, I mean, I'm trying to get an answer for that, and I think I'm struggling with that.
My friend, I think you are seeking confusion. You are not seeking answer. Because you give the question, you give the answer, and then you answer yourself by repeating the same question. If you read Isaiah...
No, my question to you is, how could this story, why is it two different answers as to how could it be Jesus and not Jesus in Isaiah 7?
Who is saying it's Jesus, not Jesus?
Dr. Michael Brown says it's a child living at a time, but it's also a foreshadowing of Jesus, and I don't really understand that.
Well, I don't know what Michael Brown he said, but if it's a prophecy, if you go right now, is the prophecy speaking about something will happen in the future or something happened already?
Well, my question is, when I read it, the reason I say that is because
is it about something in the future? Is it something in the future or something will happen already?
It sounds like something that's already happened. That's why I'm here to find help with that.
Okay. Where it says that is something happened already?
Well, when I try to read it in its context from the chapter 7, from the first verse down to the ending of the verses, which is I don't know if you want to go to the chapter, but it sounds like someone living in that time because
I don't know. You are coming with your own theory. I don't find it there. I did read the chapter many times. It is a prophecy about. It's a prophecy about the future. If it is something happened already, that means both the Christians and the Jews, they believe in something not right. Why? Because where is this person who is born of a virgin and what he did? Who is he then? If I am a Jew,
well, I think
if I am a Jew, who is this person who just came and already exists?
Well, what I'm trying to say is, I think that God had went to Ahaz because there was a war going on in that time, and God wanted to bring comfort to King Ahaz.
Can you read for me the first verse and the second verse in the chapter?
You want me to get my Bible?
Does it say, "For he shall grow up"?
Hold on, let me get my Bible because you didn't put it on the screen, so I grabbed one. I have one. So here it is. Go to Isaiah 7. Go back forward. Let's put this down. Let's see. Chronicles.
You're reading what chapter?
So it would be from Isaiah chapter 7.
You are going to 7?
I'm already in Isaiah right now.
You are going to 7. All right.
Okay. It says in the days of Ahaz.
Okay, and what is the connection between Isaiah 7 and Isaiah 53?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Isaiah 7. So
okay, what about what is the connection? What is the connection according to you and your understanding?
Well, when I read Isaiah 7, that's why I'm trying to have you understand that this verse right here sounds like it's already happened. From Isaiah 7 all the way down
where it says already happened. Where it says already happened.
Well, I'm trying to read it in this context to tell you, because you won't know unless you read it in this context. So now
my friend, I don't know. You are wasting my time. If you go to Isaiah, can you go to Isaiah 53?
You don't want to do that, but sure, I'll go to Isaiah 53. Okay. 43, 49, 52, and 53. I'm on it.
All right. Is that a prophecy about the future or it's about now?
It could be about the future. Yes, I haven't did my research and studies on it, and that's something I'm interested in. As I said, I'm interested in Christianity, and I think it's a possibility it could be
my
about
friend,
Messiah. Yes,
it's not about possibility. I say to you that everybody have his own agenda. So a Jewish guy who don't believe in Jesus, he will say, I go, you know, we try to connect the dots. I will try to find an excuse. This is why I say to you, I made it short for you. If the book of Isaiah is not even exist, I did not give you proof that Jesus is in the book of Isaiah because I do not need it. However, we have hundreds of prophecy about Jesus. Not only this. So if this book is exist or not, will not change anything. But there's a clear sign that if the virgin gave birth, if it's a young woman giving birth, this is not a sign. For a women give, young women, they give birth every day around the world. That means this person who is a miracle from God is happening every day. So it is a sign will happen only once.
What good is the sign if you can't see it? If it was given in a time given to Ahaz.
Is it a sign or it is not a sign?
What I'm saying is, what good is the sign if you can't see it? Because the sign was given to Ahaz.
No, hold on. You see, how good the sign if you cannot see it? That is a very silly argument. Because
no, what I'm saying, when you read it, the child was supposed to be an eminence, and that's what I'm saying to you.
If I speak now, like when I say like I rebuke people, the heaven, you know, the kingdom of God is coming, the Messiah is coming. Is that mean it's going to happen 5 minutes from now? Is that how you understand things?
What I'm saying is that King Ahaz, God, it was a war going on in that time, and Ahaz was scared. So he asked God. He sent Isaiah. He says, Isaiah, I need you to go over here, and I need you to go do something. Send a word to King Ahaz. Bring comfort to him. Grab your son too as well. So he grabs the son, and they go over there and they give word to him. They says, look, don't be afraid of these two smoking stuffs that are about to come up against you. Nothing's going to happen to you. Everything is going to be okay. But then as you continue reading down in the story, he says, ask for a sign. He says, no, I'm not going to ask for a sign. He said, I'm going to give you the sign anyway. Then he tells him the sign. He says, the young woman or the virgin will give a birth and so forth, the usually birth. But then the prophecy doesn't stop
based
there,
on this
because
chapter,
it tells you that the
based on that
child
chapter, you know, my friend,
honey and curd.
based in that chapter, this person who will be born, what he will do?
He shall eat curds and honey when he knows how to refuse the evil and choose the good.
What he will do? What he will do? What is
the evil?
What he will do?
I'm trying to tell you what. Just listen. Choose the good, and the land whose two kings you dread will be deserted. The Lord will bring upon you, upon your people, and upon your father's house.
Okay, what he did? What he did? No, this person, what he did? This woman, she gave birth to a son, right? Who is the son and what he did?
Well, I don't think the woman that gave birth to the child as of at that time. The child is not born.
But you said to me it happened at that time a second ago.
No, you misunderstand my point. I'm saying that the child is not born. It doesn't mean that it wasn't born at that time. It's just not born at the time, because at the time that the sign was given, he says when the woman gives birth. So it doesn't mean that the child was born then. It just means that
when
at
this
some
woman
time
she gave birth, what will happen? What will happen? What the son will do?
Oh, the two kings will be destroyed.
Okay. And now, when the Messiah was those kingdoms destroyed?
That when that child knows right from wrong will be during that time that the two kings will be destroyed.
My friend, you said, what is the benefit of a sign no one can see, correct?
The sign was given to Ahaz.
You know, what? Okay, I'm asking you. You said that what is the point of a sign nobody can see? Is that true?
Correct.
All right.
Yes, the sign was given to Ahaz to bring comfort. How is he supposed to know when the two kings were going to be destroyed if he can't see him?
So the sign, in order to be a sign, if the whole world knew about it, for it is a sign It's not a secret sign. So God gave the people a sign. People will see it, people will know about it, and people will speak about it all the time. So in order for the sign to be the sign which everybody will speak about, it can't be a woman giving birth, even if she is young, even if she is so young, because this is happening every day. You
It
can see
says,
right now.
before the boy knows how to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land whose two kings you dread shall be
Okay,
destroyed. That's the sign. When the
all
child is
right.
born, the two
So
kings will be
this
destroyed.
this
So how
person
is
will
he
be
supposed to know
slaughtered.
when the two kings are
This
going to be
person will be slaughtered like a lamb, correct?
It doesn't say that here in the chapter of chapter 7.
What about the chapter 53? What it says?
Chapter 53 is the thing that you said you didn't want to, and I agree to talk to, well, Michael Brown is not going live, but it does sound like a suffering servant there. Some say it's Israel and some say it's just Jesus. And I want to look at the Hebrew, get a better
Okay, my
understanding of
friend,
the
we
text.
are repeating ourselves. You're just wasting your time and my time. As I say to you, in the chapter, there's nowhere it says the name Messiah, correct? It doesn't say that, right?
And which one,
So,
in chapter
so
7 or
let
chapter
us say,
53?
no, hold on. Let us say, for the sake of argument, the Christians are wrong about this. That will not change anything. That will not change anything. Because let's say I told you from the beginning, if Isaiah, the whole chapter, not only the whole chapter, the whole book does not exist, that will not change anything. However, we as a Christians, we have tons of evidence that this is referred to the Messiah. The Jews refuse the whole Messiah anyway. So you are asking how I know that this is about the Messiah. I said to you from the beginning, we believe in the Messiah not because of Isaiah, because there's tons of a prophecy. So if a Jewish guy, he said this is not about Jesus, can he deny the rest of the prophecies about Jesus? You're stuck with this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of struggling a little bit, and I
No,
have
I don't
like
struggle. I don't
nightmares. I
struggle with
try
it.
to.
Because the Jews, they cannot tell us who is this person. In fact, many of them even don't read this chapter. And when they say a young woman will give birth, that is not a sign. They are saying that the one who wrote the Bible is making a stupid mistake, because this is not a sign that a woman, she is young, giving birth. That is a very silly to say. It have to be a sign. It have to be a miracle. And if you go in the Bible, you will find that the same word alama mentioned many places. Like as an example, if we go to Genesis 24, if we go to Exodus, if we go, there is many places it mentioned the same word, version. So in Isaiah 7:14, either the Jews have to agree that on all their translation or all their understanding about the Bible, about the word alama is fake, or they have to be consistent that this is what the word means. Why
Yeah,
the
so
same
what does
word?
Ma'al mean?
Why the same word? Why the same word will like they are doing the same as the Muslims? So Allah, He breathed into Mary vagina. What the Muslim they type in the translation? Into her sleeves. How the word vagina became sleeves? Miracle. All right. So
Okay.
if they are consistent, then they should translate the same word everywhere the same way. Like in the Quran, as an example, if the Muslim, they say to you, Allah, the Quran says Allah is Ahad, but Ahad mean one of. So if we type the word Ahad in the Quran, we will find it's appear everywhere. What the Muslim they do? All the translation for the word Ahad mean one off. Look how many times. Except the one which they want to say that Allah is one. In fact, that word is Echad. This is a word Muhammad he stole from the Bible. Oh Israel, your God is Echad. But Echad does not mean one. It's not one. It's a unity. It's not a one person. So all those verses saying the same. And then you will see a Jewish rabbi agree with the Muslim that there are people who believe in one God, and they say we as a Jew don't believe that, those Christians, they fabricate the Trinity. Always God is one in the Bible, but isn't it the Bible says God and His Spirit? I mean, we have tons of verses in the Bible, in the Old Testament, from the first books, the first chapter of Genesis. So if you want to go and see what the Jewish they say, well, then you take what the Jewish says. But we have tons of evidence that they are trying to hide the truth and denying who is Jesus. For all the Bible prove to us with no question that all those prophecies about Jesus.
Okay. I'm probably gonna cut it from here, but I want to make one last statement, and then I do gotta go. Um, I want you to know that I'm very, very sincere. I'm very, very passionate. I love reading the Bible. It's probably one of the favorite books that I've probably ever read in my lifetime. But you know, as a person who's really searching, I've talked to Michael Brown. I talked to I think it's Hassan Mashni. And you know, when I read the text, it just literally just says that like it's a sign given to Ahaz, and God says, look, before this child even knows from right from wrong, these two kings are going to be destroyed. And how was Ahaz supposed to know when the two kings were going to be destroyed if the child is born 700 years later, or centuries later? I think I struggle a lot with that. I'll continue to do some research and try
You know,
not to be biased.
let me
I'll try to
advise
work
you.
on it.
Obviously, you are reading the book in a wrong way, because you are thinking that when prophets of God they prophesy, those things will happen in a small period of time. So when
Not
Isaiah
necessarily. Sometimes it's over long
when
periods of
Isaiah speak
time.
about the end of the time, is Isaiah saying the end of the time will happen next year? No. So you are
No, I'm
assuming
agreeing with you that it's
you
not
are
like an
assuming
imminent. Sometimes it's far fetched.
you,
Sometimes it's imminent. Sometimes it's not always imminent. Sometimes it's like way distant and way distant future. Like, well, for example, if God mentions Joel chapter 3, I don't expect that to be imminent. That is something that is talking far distance into the far future. That has not happened. There's some couple events that has to happen before that happens. Like the stars, the sun, the moon, the last signs before the coming of God comes. So that is very future. So not everything is meant to be imminent right away.
you see in the language, you know, always when you read, like every language is like connected to the culture. So if I say to you a joke now, but the joke, the origin of it is in Arabic, and then I translate the joke for you, you will not laugh. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Because always the joke, what make it funny, it's connected to the culture, which you don't know. So you might say to me now a joke in your language, which is you are born in America, you speak very good English. I am not. I will not understand what you are saying. If you speak a little fast, I don't know what you are saying. So when we read a book, and this book speaking in a language, the author who wrote the book or who made the speech is the only one who can decide what he meant. And then, because he is connected to the culture which he is speaking of, then people of the culture, they knew it. So look what happened. The Jews through centuries, always they consider this about the Messiah. But when the Messiah came, they say it's not about the Messiah. Here you see the hypocrisy. How come they understood that this chapter is about the Messiah, as long the Messiah is not there yet? But when the Messiah come, they say this is not about the Messiah. But between or behind the like a closed doors, They agree that this chapter about the Messiah, the virgin will give birth. And this is why this chapter is called the forbidden chapter. The forbidden. They don't even talk about it. They don't even mention it. Because it's obvious that all of it lead to the Messiah. So in order to understand, this is why I say to you, in order to understand, like if somebody want to debate me about the Quran, because Arabic is my first language and this is my culture, nobody can play with me. But people, they can play with you and they can play with me. Say, you don't speak Hebrew. I speak Hebrew. It's my culture. But then when a Christian person, he speak Hebrew and he's a scholar in Hebrew and he proved them wrong, what they can say? Can they deny that he knew and even maybe better than them? Remember that all the disciples of Jesus, Hebrew is their first language. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So why the disciples of Jesus, they understood the chapter as they understood it? They are not connected to the culture. They are not familiar with the culture. They do not know what it's meant. So we have people who they are extremely conservative Jews who they knew the book very well. They are the one who say this is what it's meant. And then you have somebody who come long after 2,000 years denying what this is meant. Additional to that, Hebrew is two languages. There's ancient Hebrew and there's a moderate Hebrew. As an example, Israel used to be called Israel. Mikael used to be called Mikael. Languages, they change. And then the use of the word, they change. However, we cannot take the moderate and cancel the ancient. Why? If those verses written in the ancient one, then we have to go and take it by the ancient meaning. What some they try to do, they try to say to you, okay, I'm going to take the moderate language. But in the moderate language, just 100 years ago, the word gay was meaning happy. The word gay today mean homo. Correct?
Yes.
So if somebody want to deceive somebody, he can say to you, look, I can show you a Bible saying he was a gay. It says the word gay there, but in fact it says he was happy. Right? So if you are foolish in the language and you do not know how the language changed, he got you. It says gay. You can't deny it. It says the word gay. So why the word gay is not appearing no more? Because the language changed. At that time the gay mean happy. Today the gay, they hijack the word, they make it homosexual. So there's many things you have to take into order. First of all, you have to know the language very well, so people cannot play games with you. Number two, you have to study the language connected to the culture at that time, not the moderate, not today. All right? So what the word mean at that time and how it's used at that time, not in a translation used today. And this is where the Jews, they try always to escape the embarrassment, because if we go to the ancient language, we will find that this is a word confirmed that the virgin will give birth. And if we can confirm that word, that it means a virgin, then all the argument they have is false. Because simply, if a virgin give birth, and you said something to me, and this is why I ask you. You said to me, if something nobody can see what the point of it, right? My mother, she can claim to be a virgin. Your mother, she can claim to be a virgin, right? In fact, if a woman, she is a virgin, she gave birth, she will not even dare to say, because people laugh at her. Right? Nobody will believe her. All right. So when Mary,
I do have to.
When Mary, let me give you my finished my thought. When Mary, she gave birth, And then Mary, she report what happened to her, that angels came to her and gave her the good news. Mary, she went outside and she told people, I am going to give birth, let us say, assuming this would happen. What people will say, funny, crazy. You know, what are you talking about? You know, so if she gave birth, obviously she slept with a man. She can't be a virgin. Nobody will believe it. Because as you said, this is a miracle nobody can see. Nobody can see. So what confirmed the miracle of Jesus, that Mary, she was virgin, is Jesus himself. Jesus is a walking, talking, living miracle. Every miracle he did confirm what Mary, she said. So Jesus destroyed what is impossible. For him, it is possible. For the Bible in the Old Testament too says, nothing is impossible with God. So when the verses says virgin, and we prove it in a language way, regardless of anything, go back to language, and we prove it, then all their claim is destroyed. For this woman who gave birth, it have to be, if it's at that time, it have to be known. The women have to be known, because no women like her. Jesus gave birth, and she's a virgin. So imagine how many thousands of people they will mention her. Who is she? Never mentioned in the Old Testament. For it's not yet. But when the women who gave birth, and she is a virgin, she come to existence, and she is Mary, the whole world knew about it. A sign to be known, not a sign to be secret. Otherwise, it's not a sign. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If a woman in the downtown, wherever you live, she gave birth, how you know? You don't know. If she is a virgin, how you know? So it have to be a very known event in a massive way, and then have to have a confirmation for it, because God don't leave himself without witnesses. So do Jesus have witnesses that he is the son of Mary the Virgin? He do. The miracle he did. For if it is just him being the miracle of being born of a virgin, and then that's it, well, there's no proof of that. But then Jesus himself will continue the chain of miracles from his birth to his crucifixion to his resurrection. The Jews, they fail to tell us who is this woman who will give a sign. To be a sign, it have to be known, it have to be published. Everybody will speak about her. Otherwise, there's no point of speaking of something nobody saw, nobody witnessed, and unknown. And then we connect the chapter of Isaiah together with this version. Then we will find that everything is speaking about the Messiah in a very amazing way. Scary way, actually. How he will be crucified. What will happen to his bones? How they will divide his clothing. Who is this person? If there is any solution except the story of the Messiah, no solution.
I do believe that God will be the one to bring back the preserved of Israel. I'll talk to you about that some other time because it's really, really good. I don't think it. Some people say it's just going to be the Messiah, not God. I think it's going to be God, the one to come on earth physically, according to Zechariah 14. He's going to be the one to bring back to preserve of Israel. I don't see why he can't bring about. He's sitting on earth. I'll talk to you about
the
that
judgment,
soon. But
the judgment
I
for
will
all
actually
mankind. Anyway, the judgment for all mankind is for the Messiah only. You know,
right.
The Messiah told said that he gave him the authority over the flesh. So he is the one who will do all. Anything have to do with this earth is the act is the work of the Messiah. Anyway, my friend, thank you for coming.
Can you pray for me before I leave? The
I
prayer
am
will
not.
be.
I'm not good in prayer. I don't like to pray in public. And all what I can say, all what I can say,
Yeah.
all what I can say to you, brother.
Yeah, I remember.
Pray to the Lord that He open your heart
Okay.
for a decent heart, praying he will be received. So
Gotcha.
it's your salvation, and nobody will care for yourself as much you do. So pray from your heart. And he said, knock at my door and I will open for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. When I'm saying I'm not good in prayer, does not mean, I mean, any word you say to the Lord is good. But I don't want to be the one who appear to be praying for you, or I'm someone is good and you are bad and I'm better than you. No, I don't like this, you know. So I say the prayer of the soul even with the closed lips maybe is the best prayer a man he can do, because he seek no glory for his own. He seek no witnesses that he is praying. He seek no intention that he is good. So I pray with my lips is closed, and my heart, nobody know what in it save the Lord. You see, when we try, if somebody denying the faith, you need to remember, like, you know, I studied law, so I can say I'm a lawyer. So if I go to the court, and my job is to defend my client. To defend my client. We as a Christians, we cannot defend the client. We cannot defend the guilty. We cannot defend lies. And I saw there's tons of rabbis, they even defend Muhammad and attack Christ. And guess what? That brought disasters upon them. They are so hypocrite to the point they side with the one who want to kill every single one of them based on hatred to Jesus. And I'm not surprised. There's a lot of Jews, they betray their own. So they defend Hamas against their own people. We witness that every day. So I'm not surprised to see a rabbi, he is so aggressive against Jesus and he is so friendly when it's come to Muhammad. And we might even find some who claim to be Christians, they are the same too. So we have to be vigilant. And again, we believe in Jesus not because of Isaiah. Isaiah is one of many things. What if Isaiah book does not exist? That will change nothing. Even if the whole New Testament never written, that will not change anything. Jesus make it clear, my word will not be destroyed, before even the gospel was written. And if the Lord, he says something, nobody can overcome his word. He made a promise. All right. You know, some people they like. Do you remember this guy to be a singer? Do you remember? I made a video for him. This is the guy who keeps saying Alama does not mean a virgin. Alama does not mean a virgin. But then in his video, when he spoke about Rebecca, he mentioned that she is young virgin women. And he was said that is the word alama. So the stupid idiot, he forgot that all his life career based on attacking Jesus, attacking the Bible, saying that alama does not mean virgin. Do you remember? I got him busted. Yeah. So you cannot, I mean, you make a big mistake to ask a thief to swear by God that he did not steal. I mean, he's a thief, you idiot. This guy already, he don't care. He is already breaking the command of God. And you're asking him just to break one more? Who cares? He steal everything. If you say to a thief, swear that you did not steal, I will let you go. He will swear everything. Each time you cut him, he will swear. So we bring the thief and we ask him to swear that he is honest. He's an honest thief. That is weird, isn't it? It's like asking the queer and the woke to admit that they are wrong. They will never admit they are wrong, even though they are being doomed. Multi-Sky said in Discord, why cannot you understand that Islam is Zionist? That is another funny, stupid thing too. You know, during my time teaching about the stupid Islam, I saw the most silly, weird, awkward comment. Like you will see a guy who hates the Catholic saying, Islam is created by the Catholic. Other guy who hates Zionism, he says, Islam is created by Zionists. I mean, people are so silly, so dumb, so stupid, to the point the word stupidity in the dictionary of a Christian Prince became amazing. I saw even a guy saying that Mary, she was a Catholic nun. Sorry, not Mary. Khadija, the wife of Muhammad. She was a Catholic nun. Lord have mercy. All right. Yeah. The world is full of potatoes. And there's a lot of oil to fry. Yeah, I'm the first one who came with this. I have copyright over it. Stupidity is amazing. There's one of you, he said, like, me and my wife and my friends, if you remember, he said, we use what you say. Stupidity is amazing. I added words into the English dictionaries. You want to talk to me, Multi-Sky? But are you one person or many person? Okay, I will invite you. Let us see what you want to say to me. Go ahead. Go ahead, Multi-Sky. You have to push to talk. If you do not know how to push, just sit on the keyboard. You don't know how to sit in the keyboard? You need to push to talk. All right. This guy, he keep asking me. So what if you are in a laptop? Sit in the laptop. I mean, use anything is useless in your room. Put it in the laptop to push. Kamala, useless. Or this guy, what's his name? Tim Tampon. Now, does it really make a difference if it's a laptop? You don't know how to use it? Okay. No problem, no problem. I hope that this is the case only for Discord, not for everything else. Imagine you get married and your wife, she asks you to come to bed, and then you say to her, I don't know how to use it. That would be horrible. I mean, those the woke, they are confused about how to use anything. Do we have anyone from the woke or Abdul? No? All right, guys, I think we have enough for today. Do we have a good time? I hope so. So remember, please, if you are a Christian, regardless of the church you go to, it's your duty to stand against the woke garbage. Those people, they are promoting everything evil. They are destroying generation. This is not about politics no more, like who is going to be president. If you notice that the most pervert, evil administration ever we have in America is Joe Biden, Kamala Harris. Obama did nothing compared to those guys. Extremely sexual agenda. So if you don't stand against them, this is not about gas price no more. This is not about your food is expensive. No, this is way more dangerous. Those are wolves kidnapping your children, and now you see them crying, hitting themselves because Trump, he won, thinking that they are dead, thinking the women, she say, I'm not going to be women no more. I hate men. And the women, you know, and my husband and her husband behind her, she is a female. All of this happened because we Christians, we went to sleep for a long time. We gave them schools. We gave them the boards of school. We gave them the mayor of the city. We gave them the government because we don't go and vote. Do you see what happened? What can happen when you vote? You demolish the house of the devil in a day, in a night. So I hope what happened in the last election will happen always. And don't say I'm not going to be involved with politics, because this is not about politics no more. This is about your kids. This is about what they will teach your child in school. They are teaching the kids without their parents' permission to change their gender. This is something cross the red line. This is not about tax. This is not about economic agenda. This is about satanic movement against you and your family and this country, trying to destroy every good value we have. And then what we will have? As a result, we will have cities of zombies. This is what they want. This is Philadelphia. This is where the liberals, they flourish. I believe even that the woke, there is a KGB agent. I don't know how many of you watch his video. He said exactly what the Soviet Union did to America, and he said we could not believe how much successful we are. And that what they did, they created the liberals, an enemy of their own country. Anyone watch it? Who saw it? Very important interview with a KGB agent. Let me see if I can find it for you. I found one video, but I want to find let me share with you. Look at this.
There is nothing to do with espionage. I know that espionage intelligence gathering looks more romantic. It sells more deodorants through the advertising, probably. That's why your Hollywood producers are so crazy about James Bond type of thrillers. But in reality, the main emphasis of the KGB is not in the area of intelligence at all. According to my opinion and opinion of many defectors of my caliber, only about 15% of time, money, and manpower is spent on espionage as such. The other 85% is a slow process which we call either ideological subversion or active measures, активные мероприятия in the language of the KGB, or psychological warfare. What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every.
They change the perception of reality.
No one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism.
I don't know, that this video here, he's adding his own things. But anyway, if you watch the video, the interview without those things you see in the screen, you will see he explained to you that we make a nation come to the point where they deny the truth even if you show it to them in the front of their eyes. Even if you show it to them in the front of their eyes, still they don't believe it. And this is exactly who is the one behind the woke movement. It was the KGB. It is a war within to destroy America. And then the woke become a party or hijack a party. And it became a weapon of its own to destroy its own country. This guy is a high officer in the KGB. And maybe now, by now, he's dead. We don't know. I mean, but everything he's saying here is exactly what happened. I wish I can find the original one. Not this guy putting those images here. I don't know.
Common sense people who would be acting in favor and in the interests of the United States society.
And yet these people who've been programmed and, as you say, in place, and who are favorable to an opening with the Soviet concept, these are the very people who would be marked for extermination in this country?
Most of them, yes. Simply because the psychological shock when they will see in future what the beautiful society of equality and social justice means in practice, obviously they will revolt. They will be very unhappy, frustrated people. And the Marxist-Leninist regime does not tolerate these people. They will join the links of dissenters, dissidents.
Anyway, the plan is so clear, and it was very, very successful. And the proof you see in the front of your eyes every day. It's the same when the Muslims they try to convert your kids to join Mujahideen to kill you. It's the same. They will come to your country. They will speak to your teenage boy or teenage girl. They convince them they have to do jihad. And then they join Taliban or ISIS or Al-Qaeda to kill you. Fighting you using your own children. The communist, the woke, Islam, all is the same. And I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. And this is the video. I will post it for you in case you are interested to watch it in your own. All right. I will post it in Rumble. You will see that everything this KGB agent speaking is true. And this is what Putin is about. He's a KGB agent. He was a very important partner in this plan to destroy the West by creating a woke community confused about their identity, lose their common sense, living in denial, drinking, smoking, sleeping around, killing their own babies and doing abortion. The end and destruction of a nation. Very easy way to defeat America without going at war with America. American will destroy America, the same as the Roman destroyed Rome. So I hope You guys got the message and you learn it. I will not keep you longer. I pray to the Lord that we will be awake, vigilant, smart, and do what is right. The one who don't clean his house will stay dirty. Clean your house. Be sure no dirt coming in. Protect your kids. If schools in your area are teaching them evil, teach them at home. Home schooling is approved everywhere. Before you send your child to a school, go and speak to the teacher who will be teaching him. Try to see what he stands for he is going either to make your child smart, wise, or he is going to make him doomed and destroy him. The most important period which is going to affect the character of a human being when he's adult is when you are a child. So you have to watch your kids carefully until they grow. You have to watch their education. You have to watch who they are friends, who they sit with, who they like, who they dislike, so you can find out what's going on with them. Otherwise, they will steal your children from you to make them join the army of the wicked, destroying their own self. Worship money and sex and gender. And even that they will be confused about. The male, he will act as a female, and the female, she will think she is a male. Confusion, delusion, self-assassin. Defund the police. Defund the army. So the enemy will swallow you. Isn't it Obama was making fun, saying only losers who join the army? But in the election, the army is good. But always they make fun of the army. Only losers join the army. If you go to San Francisco, if you go to Washington, they will say all the same. Only stupid losers join the army. But in TV, when the election, they say, we thank you for your service. And if one of them, he joined the army because he prepared himself for a political position. Like Joe Biden, he told his sons to join the army so later they can use it in the election time. He was a veteran. But his sons is druggy, junkie. They will join the army only if that will serve their future investment, not because they love America. So I want to say thank you all for being here, and may the Lord bless you. And I'm so grateful to the Lord that the Lord, he moved the heart of millions and millions, and Trump, he won the election. And I see that soon even we will control the House. I see now in the election they are saying we have 213 in the Congress. The Democrat, they have only 202. And I think there is about 8 or 7 or maybe 10 seats are not called yet. And most of them, they will go to Republican, as we see here. So I can say happily that thanks God we are going to have the House, and already we have, oh, and already we have the Senate. If you go here, this is the House. I just click at the House. Now they are saying 213. We need 218 to be the majority. And then if you go here, you will see the one is not called yet. All those in kind of a brownish color, those are Republican, which mean mostly they are winning the seat. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is not counted yet. Let us see more. Yeah, only 9. So 9, already we have 213. So now already we are going to have the majority. That is a great news. Oh, what we need is 7 more to have the majority actually. Actually, no, sorry, 5. 5. So if we have 9 or 10 more, that is a blessing. So now we have a very comfortable majority in the senator. So I think there's one more senator to report. As you see, the Democrat, they lost 4 seats, not only 4 senators. And now we are 53. I think it's going to be 54 soon. Let us see if anything is not called. Maybe only 53. We will see. But we will have the important is the very comfortable majority. So now Trump, when he want to hire his own ministers, all what he need is the approval of the senators, and the senators already they are Republicans, so it's going to be very easy. And same time, if he decide to make a law and order, he can have it very easy to pass. He have the majority in the House and the majority in the Senate. So I hope that Trump, he will do the right thing in the first 2 years, because you never know. Usually, the first 2 years you get the majority, and then the second election, it might change. So he should act fast and finish all the good he want to do. The important things like the wall, the borders, the economy, in the first 2 years. Because the last 2 years usually is not the honeymoon. So I hope he will fix it, he will do it, and we will have very good news in the coming 4 years. So thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And this is your brother Christian Prince, was serving you humbly for today. God is good, so is Jesus. Amen to that. See you soon.